be live. What's going on, guys? How are you guys doing? Thomas, good to see you. You are first. And Adro, what is up as well, buddy? Hope you guys are having a great Saturday. Hopefully, you guys are having a great weekend so far. We're just going to hang out. We're going to chill, look at some sets. If there's anything specific you guys want to take a look at, we got Pack Hype in here as well. So Pack Hype, I believe the plan is for him to come on, but we'll just see. So, how are you guys doing today? How's your all's day gone? Thomas, I know that you've absolutely been killing it with the pickups as of late. Lambo, what is going on, buddy? How are you? What's popping? Just another day. Just another day. Appreciate you guys coming on, coming to the live. Hopefully, we have a fun one. We always do. Do I sound okay? Do I look okay? Everything look and sound good before we get too far started into this live. What's up, Choo Choo? Good to see you, buddy. Hope you're having a good weekend with your family. Just real quick, somebody let me know how we're sounding, how we're looking, and then we'll go start taking a look at some sets, get the ball rolling pretty early. You look beautiful. Everyone say what's up to Shug. Tell Shug hi. Hope he's doing well. What time is it currently in Japan, Shug? All right. Let's take a look. Let me get this ready. We'll do this. All right, let's get this put up here. 12:30 lunchtime. Crazy, bro. Crazy. So you're a whole 12 hours. 12 hours ahead. No, you're actually 14 hours ahead. So, anyways, let's go ahead and put this on. So we're gonna take a look at the best set of all time. It just doesn't get any better. There will never be a better set than Ascended Heroes. The Ascended Heroes Elite Trainer Box. I have not taken a look at the market at all this week, guys. It's just been one of those weeks. So I'm going to be probably surprised by some of these prices. Most recent sale, 169. We will try to quickly find and verify the price points. Small rip, 100 and pretty much $162. Let's see, one without defects. You even have one with defects for 169 bucks. And then it looks like, yeah, it looks like about $180. $180 when you include the shipping for a normal Ascended Heroes Elite Trainer Box. Absolutely insane what that is doing. The Ascended Heroes Pokemon Center Elite Trainer Box, last time we looked at it, it was about $470 for the Pokemon Center. Most recent sale, $504. And let's look for without any imperfections. You're looking at $510. So, we had this dip about 463 and just going back up. What's up, Thomas? All good. Yeah, Cindy, I have not looked. Like I said, I've just been super busy this week. I have not taken a look at the market at all. So I am going to, like I said, be very surprised with you guys as well. The booster bundles, most recent sale, $90. Let's see what we got. We have a Ascended Heroes booster bundle with the photo. It looks fine. 86 bucks, then $89. So 90 bucks. Sell through volume is slowing down, of course, but still we have 549 sold over the last couple days. Ascended Heroes, man. Ascended Heroes. Just people have lost their fucking minds when it comes to Ascended Heroes. Let's take a look at some of these singles. Let me switch it to near mint so we do not have to worry about this. Mega Gengar, most recent sale, $1,500. You can get it in Korean for $543.99 on TCG Player. I am going to take a look at eBay here in a minute because a couple weeks ago, maybe a month ago, I was talking to crazy, and you could buy somebody had a legitimate seller on eBay had the Korean Gengar going for $163 at that current point. So if it's selling for 500 now on eBay, wow. I'm just blown away. Yeah, what's up, Whack? Good to see you, buddy. Um Toy, good to see you as well. Um and Pokebonks, good to see you as well, buddy. Destin Rivals booster bundles are booming as well. We'll have to take a look at that. But yeah, otherwise $1,500, and we don't have many more until it reaches 16, 1,700 bucks. So of course, people are going to be opening this. This is getting ripped like crazy from the rip and shippers. So more will hit the market, but the prices are continuing to boom. Pikachu, we had reached $1,200 just a couple days ago, and it does look like maybe more are getting put onto the market. We have 22 listings, and it's now down. Most recent sale, $1,078.82. That is good to see. And then if you look on TCG Player, you got $1,149 is the cheapest option. Korean as well, going for $699. Dragonite, shout out to Pokey Pablo. I don't know if you guys saw his video. He put his Mega Dragonite that he pulled up on his live stream. He put it on eBay for $1,250 plus, like, I think it was like $10, $15 for shipping, something crazy like that. And somebody did buy it up. Absolutely insane. Most recent sale, $825.99. Look, I mean, you guys know how I feel. This is Ascended Heroes. Just look at the graph. It is what it is. Korean, you can get I don't even know what this is. Probably some Korean grading company. I'm not familiar with it. You can get a 9, $289. Other than that, PokeHive, $853.21 with $1 shipping. I'm not even going to tell you guys how I feel about these cards. You guys know the deal. I just be beating a dead horse. Mewtwo, let's see what Mewtwo's doing. Most recent sale, $490, continuing to climb. And yeah, about $490. So this is about to be over a $500 card. Pikachu, so let's see. Most recent sale, $479. Look at this graph. Look at that graph over, it's a couple weeks, about 14 days. Just look at it though. It is starting to kind of maybe hopefully find a floor around $500. Still absolutely insane. I don't really care much for the gold cards. I guess we'll take a look at the gold cards for Poke Lambo real quick. Most recent sale, $599. All-time high was about $700, dropped down to about 434, 420s, and is currently going, sales of 630. Like I said, most recent sale, 599. You have one at 700, and then it goes over $700 for the Mega Charizard Y. Mega Dragonite, graph's broken. Love to see it. $310 most recent sale, and it's already going up. So yeah, that's just Ascended Heroes is going to do Ascended Heroes numbers. I'm not really going to focus on many things. Mega Gengar, real quick, $91.68. You can see it was going for $100, and it's going down a little bit. So maybe we'll sit around that $100 price point for this Mega Gengar for a while. Really cool card. I really believe in that card. Call it goofy, call it stupid, say it's a terrible card. It's completely fine. I'm gonna have that card one day, but not for that price. And then we have the Psyduck, most recent sale, $93.50. And reputable seller is 100 boners. So that is pretty much Ascended Heroes in a nutshell. Everything's just climbing, man. Everything's climbing, at least for the English version. I'm sure Japanese is doing the same thing. What's up, Roxy Boxy? Good to see you. Duran, good to see you as well, brother. I appreciate the positive words. It's always nice to hear. Let's go ahead and take a look at Destin Rivals, since Pokebonks mentioned that the bundles are exploding. Let's take a look at the booster box. So 590, 587, most recent sale 585. So again, it's struggling to get to that $600 price point. Here it is right here, Over the Top Games LLC for $587.50. Let's see how long until we get to 600 boners. Yeah, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. So about, a little under 20 boxes until we get to 600 bucks. How the mighty has fallen with Destin Rivals. It was this is the third time it's gone up to 600 bucks, and this time it's really really struggling. Definitely Ascended Heroes is taking a ton of heat off of Destin Rivals. So if when we get booster box reprints, we're not going to crash to zero, but we're definitely going to, depending on the size of the reprint, of course. I think we'll see a correction. Average daily sold of 4. So yeah, the sales are definitely picking up some because I think a couple weeks ago when we took a look at this box was sometimes having a day where it wasn't selling anything. So you've got a couple sales on the 30th, one on the 29th. Yeah, so definitely sales are not super strong currently when it comes to the booster box. Let's take a look at the booster bundles. Levy, good to see you. Thank you for coming by. If there's anything you want to take a look at, please leave it in the comments for the live, and we will take a look at it. It could be any set, anything that you guys want to take a look at. We will do this for a short period of time, and then I will leave it open for people to call in if they want to. Uh, Destin Rivals Pokemon Center ETB, really cool ETB. I hope we get a reprint of this. I think we will get a reprint of it. Most recent sale, 500 bucks. And if you look, let's make sure this has minor edge wear. It's really hard to tell, but about $560. So this is going to surpass the normal booster box. Again, I called this a while ago on it. Most recent sales, we got pretty much one every single day, just continuing to climb. So it's a really cool ETB. It's not my favorite ETB. I definitely think the normal ETB is incredible when it comes to it, but you definitely got to have both for your collection. Most recent sale, $336.14 right there. So be careful. Manipulation is coming in hot and heavy. I think we're seeing a ton of manipulation, guys. But yeah, someone paid $336.14. We'll see if it's a real sale, if it actually holds. But reputable seller, yeah. So you have from a reputable seller $314.96. Yep, sounds about right. Even some of these people. I mean, what's the worst that's going to happen? Honestly, they got 100%. Give the small guys a chance. Don't be paying 314 bucks for this. Um, Technically, bundles are correcting to the price per pack from ETBs and booster boxes. Yeah, still, man, $240, 300 and what was it, 315 bucks for a set that's not even a year old. Normal ETB, absolutely insane. Evolving Skies struggling at 2600. Rip. I don't really think it just Sword and Shield doesn't have any attention on it. So I'm not too surprised, as far as like ROIs, it's probably not the safest to move into Evolving Skies right now. But long term, like I don't have any. I definitely want to trade into some at some point. But um yeah, that's my feelings on that. What's up, Blood? Good to see you, buddy. Turkey Gang in here for sure. Brandon, good to see you as well, buddy. Hope you had a good day. Hopefully work didn't kill you. I'm sure it did. Evo will have its day. Absolutely, Lambo. Absolutely, it will have its day. It's had its day. I think it'll have its day again for sure. We'll see Sword and Shield. I really think we're going to see Sword and Shield take off here soon. Um, Sold a Shrouded ETB for 90 and a Black Bolt binder collection for 60. Awesome. Did you move it into something else? Or I know you were talking about the Umbreon and I believe a Charizard card. So let me know what you did with that. Evo just took his first steps. Nah, I mean it's a great set. It really is. Yeah, people are talking about these sets are generational. These new sets that are coming out, they're talking about the next Evolving Skies. We just keep moving the goalpost on it when it comes to everything's generational. I mean, honestly, right now is the best time to be in Pokemon. You've had 3 generational sets in the last not even 2 years. You had Prismatic Evolutions. People are saying generational. You had Destin Rivals. People are saying generational. And then you have Ascended Heroes generational. Guys, if you don't see the potential in Pokemon long term, I don't know what to tell you. This is the golden age of Pokemon. I don't know if it'll ever get any better than this, honestly, with the amount of generational sets that were coming. We have the Rayquaza set coming out as well, so that's going to be generational with the Mega Rayquaza. Then probably our shiny specialty set that comes out in January will be absolutely generational as well. And then don't forget Phantasmal Flames with the generational Charizard, the best Charizard of all time. And that is not being facetious at all. Still have one regular in PCTB. I'm holding absolutely, bro. You know my feelings on it. You know my feelings on Shrouded Fable. Laugh at it all you want. Only time will tell. Joe, what is up, buddy? Good to see you. Good to see you. Glad you could come by, check out the live. Like I said, anything you guys want to take a look at, I am more than happy to take a look at. We looked at Destined Rivals. Let me look at the booster bundles real quick. Yeah, make sure you save up that money, guys. It's looking like the 26th of May, which is a Tuesday. They will be having the SPCs at Sam's Clubs. So be on the lookout for that. Absolutely great price point. You know, those will easily be $1,000 one day. You can get, 2, 4, however many you want to get of them. You can get 2 of them for about $150. You can get 4 of them for about $300. I think I asked Siri the other day if I went from like it was like 400, it was like $300 to $4,000 if I got 4 UPCs or SPCs. How much would that be? And it said like 1,000%. I don't know. I didn't really check the math on it, but for sure, great play. I don't know what the market price is, guys. Look at this graph. This graph's not normal at all. If you see a straight line going up, stay far away from it. In my opinion, do whatever you guys want. I don't know what the hell I'm talking about. Obviously, but most recent sale $73.99, and you have reputable sellers selling it for $73.99. Let's look at the most recent sales and see. Yeah, here you go. One for $2,000, $3,000. Just tons of manipulation, guys. I really feel like people are trying to manipulate the market to get out before the summertime. I do think we'll have a summer lull. I know that a bunch of people on YouTube have been saying that. I've been saying that, the last month or so. So definitely, I just be super careful. You guys are all smart. Don't be dumb with your money. Team Rocket's Mewtwo. Most recent sale $580. Pretty healthy growth. You have like that staircase. Is this a $600 card, $580 card? Absolutely not, guys. Like I said, I will die on the hill for around the same price point. Just freaking buy the Shining Legends Mewtwo. You're gonna pay a little bit more. I don't, and people want to argue, well, you're not gonna be able to find one in a PSA 10 quality. It's the same way with this, guys. And even if you can, people are going to charge an arm and a leg for it. They're going to have that PSA 10 opportunity, PSA 10 contender, and they're probably going to charge like $800 or something like that. This is not anything. That card's not anything special. Some people like it, whatever. It's to each their own. I'm not paying that price point, but I'm broke, so don't listen to me. Yeah, $580. Cynthia's Garchomp. Most recent sale $264. At least the graph's not going straight up; it's going at an angle. So, still not a fan of that, but still, it's a cool card. I'd pay like $125 for it. $263.45. Most recent sale $264.99 for the Cynthia's Garchomp. Really cool card. Ethan Toho. I don't care anything for this card whatsoever. Most recent sale $172, and you can get one for $200. So this card is being pumped. That price point makes no sense. Team Rocket's Nidoking. Nothing real too weird, in my opinion. $115 most recent sale, and you can pick it up for $100. And don't forget, guys, look on eBay. Look at other places. Go to your local LGSs. Go support them. Go do some trades. There's no reason. A lot of this stuff I think is overpriced as far as like on TCG Player, but everybody loves TCG Player. It's the easiest to look at graphs. Most recent sale, 100 boners, and you can get it for $97.89. I don't care what people say. You guys know how I feel about this. This is the best card in Destined Rivals. So many generationals, absolutely. Evo hits 5K before Destin Rivals hits 1K. I think if you had to make a bet, I would bet on that. Yeah, for sure. You like Astral Radiance? I'm not a huge fan of Astral Radiance. There are some I do like the Dialga, the Origin Form Dialga in there. I think that's a really cool card, but we can take a look if you want to. Okay, we'll take a look at Phantasmal Flames as well. I bought a 151 Machamp IR off eBay, and somehow the Astral Radiance Machamp also came with. Hey, awesome for you, man. Big ups on that. Appreciation. But what John? I agree, Brandon. I agree. I agree. Or like what was it, Celestial? I think Celestial said it. We will see a longer form of stagnation in the market. I'm of the belief, probably you might have some like honestly, I don't really believe this, but I could see how you could have those high tier sets, that everyone's talking about, your prismatic evolutions, your Ascended Heroes, even Phantasmal Flames, which is funny because everybody shitted on Phantasmal Flames, and now we all love Phantasmal Flames. People are saying that that's a generational set. Um, I do think that those potentially could have just a long form of stagnation. I think that most of this stuff will dip in price. I'm not saying a crash, but I definitely think that we're not just going to see an overall stagnation. I think we're going to see a harsher correction. But I've said that time and time again. Yeah, I don't like the Soho. No offense to anybody that does. Cynthia's Garchomp is your favorite from Astral. Well, we can definitely take a look at Astral Radiance. Missy Psyduck, most recent sale, 72.92. Really do like this card. I think that this card is really cool. You have Misty, you have Psyduck, very popular trainer, very popular Pokemon, Gen 1 people. So I do think this card will do fantastic long term. Still, kind of look at the graph. Not my favorite thing to see. And you have it for $71.99. But yeah, I mean, that's essentially Destin Rivals. I'm sure you guys take a look at Destin Rivals. Let's take a look at what else were we supposed to be taking a look at? Phantasmal Flames. Let's take a look at the ETBs. Pokemon Center ETB continuing to climb. I think this is a really cool ETB. I really like this ETB. Just the Charizard looks cool. It really stands out as far as like a collection piece. It looks like it's starting to kind of find a floor. We had this kind of this pump up, and then it's still continuing to climb, but not at such a straightforward, rapid pace. It's going up and down a little bit. Most recent sale $300. You can find it for $314 from a reputable seller on TCG Player. Normal ETB currently going for most recent sale 120. Again, you had a pump up of Phantasmal Flames where people decided they loved Phantasmal Flames, and now you're starting to see, some stagnation. With it, it's kind of just going up and down, up and down, up and down. Most recent sale 120, and you can buy it from a reputable seller at $130 a ETB. This looks much more normal to me in the current market than $240 for Destin Rivals. The ETB, yeah, probably the ETB looks cooler for Destin Rivals, but still, man, like, yeah, no, not for me. Charizard most resale $8.99. Let's switch this over to near mint, and you can get it for $900. Guys, I will beat a dead horse all the time with this. This card is way, way, way better than the Mega Gengar, way better than the Trikachu, way better than the Mega Dragonite. I like with the way the current market is. Yes, like this card should be the most expensive card. Uh, you know, e- Currently with how crazy everything is. I know Phantasmal Flames is very small. I know that Phantasmal Flames has easier pull rates as far as it's like 1 in 400 to be able to pull this. Ascended Heroes is the pull rates are about double or triple for a specific special illustration rare. Still though, it's doing very well for how easy the pull rates are on the set. But yeah, artwork wise, it's just crazy. Maybe I'm wrong for that, but that's how I feel. Um, and the display box past these in here, a bundle case. What a shit show. Yeah, that's anything Ascended Heroes is just a shit show right now. $100 for an illustration rare is extremely stupid. Charizard X is my favorite of the two also, absolutely. Okay, 120, still might try to wait it out. Yeah, man, I'll tell you what, so we're getting well, we don't have any confirmation. I guess technically there is confirmation from, like, WAC. We're supposed to be getting Destin Rivals ETB reprints. Thomas said that he saw an order placed for I don't know about ETBs, but for Phantasmal Flames booster boxes. So, like, yeah, man, there's gonna be more ETBs printed. This set Phantasmal Flames isn't gonna go out of rotation until 2028. There's still time, man. Um, if get one when you can, when you feel comfortable with it. I still think, like, look at what Surging Sparks did. So that would be my advice to you guys. It crashed and burned. Surging Sparks, Twilight Masquerade, and it just now got back over to $100. So there's no reason to FOMO into Phantasmal Flames. Honestly, you could just save up your money and buy the Charizard. Now, I wouldn't be buying it at this price point. I definitely think we'll see a correction, and singles can crash anywhere 30 to 70%, depending on how bad things get, or if they get that bad. Again, only time will tell. But I still think this card will do very good long term. I will still tell you guys this. I think that if I had to make the decision, I would be buying, instead of the Charizard in English. I don't call me stupid. That's fine. I would be buying the Japanese version. You can buy it. Let's see. Let me make sure that this is. Make sure this is Japanese. I believe this is Japanese. Let me check. Sorry, guys, bear with me. You can buy it for $800. $800, and you can see Charmander, Charmeleon, Charizard. The texturing is going to be top notch. I think that long term, people are going to care about seeing Charmander's face. In English, you can't. So that's where I am going to park my money. Is I will one day get this card in Japanese. Of course, I would love to have one in English as well, but I think long term people are going to look at this and be like, yeah, that's where the money needs to go. Shiny Mega Y is greater than non-shiny Mega X. What are you talking about, Whack? What's up, LeChonk? Good to see you, buddy. Everybody say what's up to LeChonk. Go check out LeChonk's videos, guys. He doesn't post all the time, which that's awesome. But I love every time I wake up and I see one of his videos, I'm so excited to hit it, just because I'm excited to see how excited he is, as well as for the theme song, intro song. It's just a banger. I love it. No, you're good, Thomas. You're good. Surging Sparks and Twilight Masquerade ETBs are way up now. Don't disrespect them. We'll take a look. I've seen massive correction on singles over the years. Absolutely, Brandon. Absolutely. What's a good price for Phantasmal booster box? What is Phantasmal Flames going for right now? I know it was 400. Like I said, I've not taken a look at the market at all this last week. I've been super busy. Most recent sale 409. Yeah. Let's see, one without a dent, like $418. I'll be honest. This is going to be crazy. This is like a $230 booster box. Yeah. I would definitely say, anything 300 or below, go for it. But you've really only got, and I really do like Phantasmal Flames. I like the Dawn SIR. I like the Sharpedo SIR. There are some illustration rares that I do like. Most of them, I'm not like a huge fan of them, but I do really like it. But yeah, I mean, for me, I got mine in at MSRP or right above MSRP, like $180, and that's where I feel comfortable with it. You know, if I right now in the current market, if it drops to 300, sure, but not anything over, and not anything over than that. And understand, you're probably going to lose out on money. The box is probably going to go down long term, though. You know, it's going to go up. Look at what happened with Obsidian Flames. Nobody wanted Obsidian Flames, and then Obsidian Flames is now, I think it's like a $300, $400 booster box. Twilight Masquerade sleeper set. Yeah, man, I just don't really like Twilight Masquerade that much. I got you, whack. $200. Yeah, man. Broke didn't. What what do you mean? Phantasm Flame is overpriced. Absolutely. I've wanted to buy a Twilight Masquerade booster box when it was 200 to rip, but I decided against it, and now it's very much on the top. 250 tops until 2029, 200, 250 all day. Nah, man, it was Haas Cards and Games or something like that. Games and Cards. I can't remember how he pronounces it, but it was whenever at that time, Phantasmal Flames was sitting around like the 200, and people were saying it was going to go to MSRP. We got our wave two, and it was holding around that $200 price point, and people were speculating like, "Hey, this is going to drop to MSRP." And I was like, "Hey, I will pay you a little bit over MSRP if you're willing to, because I was going to do. I'm still going to do a giveaway for it at 1,000." And so that was the deal with it. Yeah, I'm with you guys. Like I said, I'm just looking at current market situations. If like I said, take that however you guys want to on it. Who thought that? What do you mean, Brain? I click on it, but it would just say bald, 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 bald. What do you mean on that? I got Twilight boost boxes. Yeah, we're in uncharted territories until we're not in uncharted territory. So, if you want my full honest opinions, I'll give you my full honest opinions. If you want me to take the current market situation, I will do that. So, Black Bolt going to 300, stagnating. So love to see it. I think this set is going to do fantastic long term. Really love Black Bolt. Really love White Flare. You got all the different illustration rares, SIRs. You can't go wrong with it, in my opinion. I think that even though Gen 5 is probably not the most popular generation to ever come out, I definitely think with the fact it's got every single Pokemon with an illustration rare or better, you just how do you beat that? How do you beat that? Can't find the booster bundles. So let's look at White Flare real quick. $227. So definitely lagging behind. White Flare is. And honestly, I could see the potential, even though I think Zekrom's more popular, I could definitely see the potential of long term White Flare overtaking Black Bolt, just because I feel like a lot of people would rather open up White Flare than Black Bolt. And so maybe there's going to be less White Flare available at some point. Most resale $240, so you're looking at about a $60 difference compared to Black Bolt White Flare Pokemon Center ETBs. You can get this for about $245. Normal ETB $116.05. Let's look at Prismatic Evolutions. Is there anything else that you guys want to take a look at? Phantasmal Flames going to MSRP. Yeah, man. I mean, I think so. When everything's said and done, like I said, just if you guys want my honest opinion, not taking the market into consideration, I'll give you my guys' honest opinion. But I'm trying to be more taking the current market situation. Things are never going to change. Mindset. So I'm being a little bit more, I would say, bearish on my responses on that, or maybe you could even say bullish. Saying like, hey, $300. Obviously, you guys know me for the most part. I'm not buying it at $300. So, Prismatic Pokemon Center ETB. It's crazy to see that this Arrivals has taken over that. It's crazy to see that Ascended Heroes has taken over that. Most recent sale. No, actually, it's not. Sorry. Neither Ascended Heroes is not. Destined Arrivals has 539 most recent sale. 550 bucks for the Prismatic Evolutions Pokemon Center ETB. They have done multiple waves of these. It'll be really interesting to see if we have some sort of slowdown into the market, we even potentially have a crash with the amount of the Prismatic ETBs that are being held. Pokemon Center, non-Pokemon Center. It'll be really interesting to see. I feel like we will see some Prismatic Evolutions eventually hit MSRP. I know that might be crazy, but that's my honest thoughts on the secondary market, not just going to retail or anything like that. Prismatic starting to climb again after the reprint. Most recent sale, $180. But if you guys take a look, it hasn't just shot up like a rocket ship. And until just the other day, where we went from 160, 161 to $176, it definitely seems like some people are pumping this up a little bit. So I wouldn't really trust it. It is Prismatic Evolutions. However, look at what Ascended Heroes is doing to it. I feel like nobody is talking about Prismatic Evolutions anymore. We Awesome. I am so glad to see this happening. So we had the news of the SPCs like officially confirmed, and they were sitting at about $390. Then they came down to 330. Then we didn't have any concrete information, so people were getting a little confident, like, hey, maybe this is a Pokey Notify situation. Maybe Sam's Club and Costco aren't getting these. We hadn't had anything from LGSs. So they started to climb back up, got to $360. And then we did hear from that LGSs were getting them. People are, of course, are getting them currently from LGSs. I know some people have picked them up. And then now we're hearing about Sam's Club being in just, like 3 weeks. And now look at the confidence. Yeah, the confidence is just gone. So most recent sale, $310.35. And you can get one for, I guess, baby clean for about $325. Where do I see this going? It's really going to depend on what Sam's and Costco has. If Sam's gets 2 million and Costco gets 2 million of these SPCs, we could see like 250. Right now, we're not going to see that because Distro has made prices anywhere from $200 to $250. Excuse me. So, if we have a bunch of people that are wanting to do quick flips 4 times their money, I definitely think, we could see potential for $250. I'm not going to suggest that to you guys. Go to your Sam's Club, go touch some grass, go meet some people, go there a couple hours early. You got nothing better to do. Realistically, you could 4x your money. So, unless you guys are making $30, $40 an hour, working 8-hour job after taxes, it's pretty much making up for a shift if you were to sell one of these. So definitely do not sleep on these when it comes to Sam's and Costco, if that even happens. Is there anything else that you guys want to take a look at? So we've been going for a little over 30 minutes. Yeah, you know what's crazy, Brandon? I'm not a huge fan of the Black Belt White Flare Pokemon Center ETBs. They look fine, but they're nothing too crazy. But I definitely would love to have some. We'll see if we get any more. Getting a set of their own. Yeah, we'll have to wait and see, Wack. There's still that rumor of that Radiant Ruby Shining Sapphire, and everything's been right so far from the leak. So I still think it's on the horizon. The Sam's Club combo box of Prismatic. Which one? There's several different ones. Oh, I got you. I got you. Yeah, nobody knows. Nobody knows what's going to happen when it comes, super long term. I just go based off of old ancient data, just from years and years and years of seeing that. So, um, what do I know though? Pokemon's going to switch it up this time. Prismatic figure collection. We'll go ahead and take a look. Most recent sale, $32.99, makes no sense at all. $200 for this. I'm sure there's a bunch of crap. Let's look at a reputable seller for you guys real quick. Yeah, 204, $205. $205 for this. I do think, I can't remember who I was talking to about this. I do think that because of all the printing problems they had with the pins and having to worry about people stabbing themselves with the pins because apparently everyone's an idiot now. I definitely do think that these are probably short printed. Take that however you guys want to take that. But I definitely think that, I don't know. I'm not even going to say at the current price point. It's a good deal. So I'm not going to say it. Um, how do I find the different does anybody know how I'd find the prismatic Sam's. Okay, here we go. So 200 bucks, 200 bucks for this. Just slowly climbing. Love to see this as well. These were like 50 bucks, guys. 50 bucks. I feel like it wasn't even that long ago. Was it six? Yes, like 6 months ago. You could double your money, and now you can, 4x your money. So do these take up space? Absolutely. But guys, when you can pick up these collections, these with like 15 packs, even if the promos aren't the greatest, it doesn't really matter. Unless you guys live in a box, like there you can find room to get 5 or 10 of these. And we've seen with Sea and Sky time and time again what these can do long term. And worst comes to worst, you can just break down the packs, from years down the line. But yeah, 100 and pretty much $200 for that. um Absolutely. People bother 70. Yeah, for sure, man. Yeah, I mean, and like I said, it really hasn't gone up over the last year. If you were to bought Prismatic a year ago to now, you're really not up at all on your money. OGS crash the SBC down when the Sam's page gets updated. It'll go down. I agree, 100%, man, 100%. People are saying, "Oh, we're not even going to see below 300." I definitely think we will see below 300 for those. Shining Charizard from Shining Fates is going to boom. I don't think a lot of people are fans of that Shining Charizard, man, to be honest with you. But there's always potential. There's always potential, and there's all kinds of different plays that can be made. And amazing rare Rayquazas are going to boom. I do think so. It looks like they were already booming. They were about like $25 a card. I'm getting there at like 3 a.m. Yeah, I'm not gonna get there at 3 a.m. I think I'm gonna get there at like I'm probably gonna get before, drive up there real quick, see what's going on with it, and then I'll make my decision. But I'm definitely gonna be getting those SPCs. Hold the SPC. Absolutely, man. Time and time again, you guys know how I feel about SPCs, UPCs. I think even I'll be honest, guys, even the Team Rockets Moltres right now, if we were just starting the boom and it was $300, I would say that it's a buy. I'm thinking that we're gonna see a correction on it, so that's why I'm not doing it. But even like long term, take out the promos. Look at what Greninja's doing. Look at what Terapagos is doing. I'm a big believer in UPCs, SPCs. You just can't go wrong with them, especially the Prismatic SPC. You got the really cool Fruit Bowl Eevee. You got the Eevee deck box. The play mat is beautiful. You really can't go wrong with it. So last drop was chiller than I thought it was gonna be. Which one, Blood? You talking about where they did like the 3 packs and stuff like that? It was brutal. Um, Never shows up. I go Sam's ancient data too. Yeah, for sure, bro. For sure. Find out bought them like 2 weeks after show for 80. Black white. Oh, R is and that's so stupid. Let's see, Black Ball collection boxes from Costco. Yeah, I heard we're supposed to be getting those from Best Buy here soon. So Best Buy has surprisingly been a pretty good restock place. Who would have thought? TRJ said the T-Tar collection is a win. Yeah, TRJ was actually just in here. He may still even be in here. But after the Sea and Sky and stuff like that, it's shown time and time again, and people just sit behind, oh well, it takes up a lot of space. Like, it doesn't take up that much space, man. It really doesn't. You could put 5 or 6 in a tote and stick it in a corner, man, all day long. Yeah, $200 for this Dollar General with an ugly ass $40 stamp sticker on it. It's just stupid, guys. It's just I'm sorry. Like, if you can make money for it, sure. Whatever. I think it's retarded. Um let's see. Black Bolt, White Flare. I don't even know how I'd find that. I may have to I'll just Google it. I know that those are up big too, which will bring up a good point. Black Bolt, White Flare, Sam's, or not Sam's, Costco box. Here we go. The heavy hitters. I didn't get any from Costco. I don't have a Costco membership. Most recent sale, $122. And let's see what you can get. Minimum order of two, please. Like minimum order of two. Why can't I just 155 bucks. So I don't know how much these were going for, like 50, 60 bucks, maybe $70. You know, it's essentially almost doubled. Yeah. Yeah. So I think it was, I don't know, maybe it was 50 bucks. Somebody let me know. I'm not too familiar with the Costco's. I don't normally worry that much about the Costco's because I don't have it. But 78 bucks and now it's 140. So you doubled your money in what, like 6 months? 6 months, something like that. Sorry guys, I'm trying to catch up. Um Everything sucks until it doesn't. But no, man. I mean, I don't know. I'm not trying to be negative. Like, oh, you're talking about the card for sure. I'm not saying the card sucks. I just don't think that when people think about Charizards, I don't think a lot of people are thinking about the Shining Fate Charizard. Um, and I'm not a huge like Charizard fanboy. Here's an August. So that's great news. We got eyes 59, not which. Jay hates those Dollar Generals. I do too. I do too. Um, Henry said you wouldn't do a live with Joey. LMFAO. Yeah, I don't know when Henry said that, but I think I said it was it last week or maybe it was this week. We'll see if Joey wants to come on. Um, Whatever. Like, I don't care. Like Henry can fuck off. that's, that's all I gotta say about that. Like, he wants to get offended over me saying he's a liar when he's a liar. Um, yeah, if he wants to go to war, we'll go to war. I don't know. Let's see, 49.99 each, then 59 on Best Buy supposedly. Yeah, let's see. I love my Zards, and it's not at the top of my list, but everyone's allowed. Absolutely. So Henry will do a live with TRJ and you, not just you. I don't know. I don't know. Lambo would have to clarify. I have no idea. Is there anything else you guys want to take a look at? So yeah, I offered Henry to come on, and he said no, and now he's being negative. So that just shows the hypocrisy in him. Sorry, Joey, if you're listening, but like, hate when my oh, sorry, Shug, I forgot you were in here as well. No, I mean we're not fighting, man. It's just don't get. I'm gonna say this again. Don't get mad when in a 6 hour live, 5.5 hours into it, I say that you're a liar because you are a liar. Like, I'm stating facts on that. And if you want to unsubscribe and you want to post comments when people are like, hey, Broke invited you to a live, like, you can come on and he could say whatever. Like, it was an open invitation for him to come on and speak his piece. And he's like, no, I'm done being negative. And so it's like, but then you're over here. I don't even know. I guess maybe he said that today with heart attack, but it's just like, now you're being negative. Like, yeah, I shoot shots, definitely, for sure. There's videos I made recently. I shot shots, but I'm not directly saying anything. So I don't know. It's just silly. It's goofy, but it is what it is. It is what it is. Twilight Masquerade. I don't know. Is there anything else you guys want to take a look at? There's not drama. KGT. There's not. I wish Henry um I wish Henry the best, and it's unfortunate that people can't take criticism, and they think it's all cool whenever other people are getting criticized. But as soon as you criticize them, or it's not even criticizing, it's just making a statement, a factual statement. Um, they want to just, I don't know, just get mad about it. So, yeah, 335 bucks. So. But yeah, guys, no hate. Like, we're not doing, like, I see some comments in here. Like, I want to have a fun live. I think Hype is wanting to come on and just kind of shoot the shit a little bit. So I don't want it to be like a hate live, but I'm also like I'm gonna be honest with you guys. So um I just wanted to explain again for like the last time, and that'll be the last time that I talk about it. So I've given TRJ an open invitation. Now, if he wants to if he wants to do some goofball shit, then I'm not really down for that. But I mean, if he wants to come on and we can kind of like talk and be civil, then cool. Like I've been civil with TRJ, as of recently, but I'm just not gonna go on to a live or have him on a live and him just do his goofing around shit. So I think Henry's hoping that I would go on a live with TRJ to prove him wrong, and then fucking like TRJ just like fuck around with me, and I have no interest in doing that, and I don't think anybody would have interest in doing that. That's just retarded. So yeah, I mean, yeah, I guess I'm scared to go on live with TRJ because I'm not just gonna go through a fucking gauntlet of stupidity if that's the plan. Which it probably is. It probably would be the plan. Um, I don't know I don't know what you mean, whack. Wait a second. Didn't Inept show up on Henry's stuff and all of a sudden he doesn't like you? I don't know if I don't know if Inept doesn't like me. I have no idea. But yeah, Henry doesn't like me because I called him a liar. So he unsubscribed from the channel, said I was negative, and that's all it needs to be. That's it's all good. I unsubscribed from him too. It is what it is, man. I gave him an opportunity to come onto the live and he could come on here and call me a fucking idiot or an asshole or a piece of shit and say, "Hey, I had you on my lives when you had 200 subscribers and I told you I was going to bring you up with me and then you called me a liar and you tarnished my reputation because if people hear that, like I gave him that opportunity and he just decided not to take it. The only person that I would not have on that could call in would be Mimic Brew. And I've been very, very, very transparent about Mimic Brew because I hated what he did. TRJ was different. I went after TRJ. But for Dan to do what Dan did when I didn't make a video about him, I never said a single negative thing about Dan. I just think is cowardice and I just think it's bullshit. And so when it comes to Dan, he could call in and I would never let him on. And I'll never, if he was to come into a live, I'd never respond to him or anything like that. Dan, I could care two shits about Dan after what he did. So you don't tell people. It's just funny, man. It's really funny how people come in and they say that you like them for speaking their minds and that they leave like in your lives they come in and they're like, hey, you need to go harder in some of your videos going after these people, and then you make a video talking about DJ's Poke Center and just your feelings about DJ's Poke Center, on a very small channel. It's not like I have thousands of subscribers. And then he says that it was poor taste and just I'm jealous and envious and that's why I did the video. So it's hypocrisy, man. And that's just how I feel about it. So take it how you want. I know that some of you guys are fans of Dan. I've never told you not to be fans of any of these people. But yeah, he's about the only person. I'd even have Haas on if Haas wanted to call in. I know he's making a video supposedly about me or something. That's fine. It is what it is. I just gave my thoughts and opinions. So we went over this last night. And Greninja going up to $366.38. I really hope we do not see the Greninja from Chaos Rising going to be a $500 card, but we probably will, and that makes no sense. I know some people don't like this Greninja. I think that this Greninja is an awesome card. So it's definitely better than the Chaos Rising Greninja. And so at the current price point, it makes no sense for that card to be 150 bucks more. Shug, thank you. I appreciate that. Joey came to live asking about you. I told Joey to do a live with you. Then Henry said you wouldn't do that. Interesting. If Lambo, if you want to provide me with a timestamp, I would love to see that. But my good buddy Joey is just being a shit starter the last 2 days, saying Inept was the one who leaked all the messages, and then doing that. Honestly, Pokemon's pretty boring right now, so maybe it's just a little bit of let's have a little drama to kind of get us through the dry spell. I don't know, guys. I don't know. So 2 appearances is crazy. No, Joey normally he's been popping in a lot more into the lives. So it's probably because I haven't made a video on him in a while. And I have no intentions of making a video. I don't have an intention of making videos on anybody. If you guys want my unfiltered opinions, come to the lives and I'll answer your all's questions. So Batman has a villain named Two Face, and apparently he lives in Cali. No hate at all. Yeah, for sure. Sorry, but when Henry said you wouldn't do a live with TRG. No, no, you're good, Lambo. Like I said, I appreciate that. I appreciate that. Um, um, yeah, for sure. It was literally the beginning of the live today. Okay, cool. Appreciate it. Gotta have the drama for the lull. Absolutely. 2 appearances of Suge. Yes, sir. So again, shout out TRJ. Shout out you guys. You guys are goats for coming on, popping on the live. And always good to see Shug. We don't normally get to see Shug very much. So, I'm glad, he says he likes me. So, hopefully it's true. Hopefully he does like me. But I know that it can be a tricky situation. Is there anything you guys want to take a look at? Also, hype. I don't know if you're even still in here. I apologize. We've actually gone an hour over. If you're still wanting to come in, I will send an invitation out in the thing for you to click on. But other than that, I mean, I'm sure there's still some stuff we can look at. No, you're good, Lambo. Yeah, if you just wanna give me like a time that it starts, I will check it out after the live tonight for sure. Let's see, Lost Origins. I heard that Sword and Shield is starting to run again. Is it really? Not really. 717 up $10. No, I mean most recent sales $700 for it. So let's take a look at the cards, and then I guess we'll take a look at Evolving Skies. And sorry, guys, I know again if there's people in here like Adro, Thomas, if you're still in here, even like I don't know who else watching. I know you guys like these people. You guys know again, I'm not telling you guys not to like these people. It is what it is, and so hopefully you guys don't take it like super personally. And if you do, I completely understand if you guys like don't fuck with the channel, don't fuck with me because you really like these other content creators. Um, so I do apologize if anyone has taken offense to anything that I've said. I don't think it was anything too crazy, but I do understand at the same time. Lost Origin Giratina EB Games CCG and Full Gripe Games $900. So yeah, look at this. Look at this, guys. We went from $665 on April 27th, shot up like a rocket ship to what is that? Like a okay, so we're only looking at like a $20, $30 price increase. So not too crazy. But still, look, I mean, it was selling 2 items per day, and then we're selling 16 items. So definitely, either people are starting to look. Um, I'm offended. Let me speak to your manager. I don't really have a manager. I guess you'd have to talk to my wife, and I don't think she's gonna. I don't think she's gonna come onto the lives. So she already is like, I'll tell her like, hey, something's going on. And she's like, why? Like, what are you doing? I'm like, I'm not trying to do anything. So she gets it. But that would be the only person you could really talk to, should. But I'm not giving you her number. So I'm here, bro. Okay, yeah. Let's is there anything else you guys want to take a look at before we're at like if you got something, 5 minutes. We'll run for 5 more minutes on this, and then we're gonna get Pat Kipes in here as long as he wants to he wants to come in here. And again, Pat Kipes, don't feel like you have to, bro. I don't want you to get caught in any sort of crossfires or anything like that. So it's all good if you don't want to, and if you do, you're more than welcome to stay. Whether it's 10 minutes, 20 minutes, 30 minutes, an hour, it's all good. I don't take personally. I didn't know what happened. Got you. I'm offended, and it's the price of the booster box. Weird how that works. Absolutely. Yeah, let's look at Evolving Skies real quick. Actually, while we wait. Where is I passed Evolving Skies? There's Evolving Skies. Let's see what Evolving Skies is doing. 120 bucks. That's retarded. Let's see, 250, 2563. Pokeboxes. Yeah, so it's got a couple, what, 4, 5 before it reaches 2,700, and then after that, then you got 2,750, 2,750, 29. Yeah, so I mean, we're not too terribly far from 3,000, and I definitely do think the Rayquaza, the new Mega Rayquaza, could play a part into people going into Evolving Skies. And I mean, Evolving Skies. Let's be honest, it's just it's pricey, man. It's just a pricey box, and so obviously it is going to slow down, um, especially with everybody being so heavy in the ultra modern. You just honestly, people a lot of these people don't even know what Evolving Skies is besides like comparison purposes. Um, yeah, about 10 boxes from 3K. Absolutely. It is an actual generational set. 100%, man. 100%. And honestly, uh, I don't know. Could Ascended Heroes be a generational set? Absolutely, it could. It is stronger than Prismatic Evolutions. I don't personally think it's stronger than Crown Zenith, but to each its own, especially with the pull rates of Crown Zenith. Like people really love Crown Zenith. Um, but in 5, 10 years, yeah, like people are probably going to look fondly on Ascended Heroes. It could be, just like people didn't really care for Crown Zenith, right? And then Crown Zenith, it did what it did. Um, Crown Zenith is starting to shoot off as well. Let's take a look real quick at Crown Zenith, guys, and then I will open this. Actually, let me. Where are the trick or trade packs at? Which one? Oh, dude, we don't look at trick or trades. Um, let's do this. Invite guest. I'm gonna go ahead and put this in here, pack hype, so you can click on it and get everything set up. The Blue Ridge. No, those trick or trades are not. I know the Gengar. People are talking about the Gengar, but yeah. Let's do Galarian Gallery. Let's do this as well. I don't even know why I did that. That was dumb. I don't want to look. I want to look at the sealed product. Pokemon Center, $552. Most resale, $519. Still though, pretty steady climb. Not going straight up like a rocket ship. Definitely the sales through volume is starting to pick up. I'm not surprised because Rudy dropped that video the other day talking about him going heavy into Crown Zenith. He's already had gone heavy into Crown Zenith, and that information kind of got leaked. But as you can see, climbing reached 321, and just kind of sitting around that 300. Most recent sale, $315. But yeah, Crown Zenith. We looked over this last week with Pablo. I think it's a great set. I really, truly do. I think it's better. Um, Look at the sales too. For what, the normal ETB, Brandon? Yeah, I mean the sales have definitely picked up. 24 items sold over the last 2 days. So, but honestly, like I said, which is weird because now, I guess yeah. So like the 28th, it really picked up. So yeah, Crown Zenith again. I think it deserves this price point. Yeah, yeah, Brandon. Rudy came out the video the other day talking about how he went heavy into Crown Zenith. I don't know when, the last couple months or so, and then but that information got out, and that's I think he was saying that's why the price went up from because what was it like a couple months ago? Let's look. So December, yeah, so December $209, and then climbed February 246, and then continued to climb to the $315, and then like I said, settling down at the $300 mark. So yeah, he said, and then also in that video he said he's going into Sword and Shield. So he said he's very heavy in Scarlet and Violet, and he's going so now he's going heavy into Sword and Shield. So I expect Sword and Shield just based off that information. Now all the whales, all the investor bros, the heavy people with the money bags, they're going to follow Rudy's advice. They're going to go into Sword and Shield. So I definitely think at some point here soon we're going to see Sword and Shield really start to take off. Again, could be completely wrong in that. Does that mean Evolving Skies is going to go to 5K? Who really freaking knows? But I definitely think it's time for Sword and Shield to start taking off. trick or trade 35 pack bundles for $20 and selling them. Yeah, bro. I remember picking those up and doing those for Halloween because they had them in the boatloads. Absolutely. They're known for farting in the bathtubs and laughing. Absolutely, bro. Abso-freaking-lutely. I definitely think when you have people that want to follow other people, like Rudy and stuff like that, it's only a matter of time. Yeah, I'll be honest. I don't understand the whole trick and trade thing unless I'm missing something. $1.24 trick or trades, $50. So, is there anything else? Anything else that you guys want to take a look at? I'd give them to kiddos for free, but I made the big kids pay. Hell yeah, brother. We actually don't have a lot of kids that come by our area. We've got a really rich neighborhood, a couple streets down, and they actually shut off the neighborhood for that. So that's where all the kids go, which I don't complain. You know, we don't need the candy in the house or anything like that. They're for the kids with zero questions. Absolutely. Absolutely. Let's see what perfect orders do real quick. While we are waiting. Um yeah, $70. It's just like, what are we doing? Like, I know we've had the second wave, but I'm still having a hard time finding perfect order. I'll be honest with you guys. And I know we talked about it last night where some people are finding perfect order like heavy, other places are not, but still like $70, it's not terrible. I paid was it 70? No, I think it was like 59.99, whatever it was at Walmart. I bought it from Walmart and it came in. I ripped it with my kids. We had a fun time. So I'm not going to really cry about something that whatever retail price is, it's for retail. Most recent sale 198 for perfect order. Let's see what's available. 198, 203, 205, 207. It's just crazy. I know it seems like a bunch of people are waiting for their Wave 2 reprints though of the booster boxes. I don't know if Pokemon's having issues sending them, if Distro's holding them back, like what's going on, but we should have gotten our Wave 2 reprints for the booster boxes. Is this going to go to MSRP, guys, with Wave 2? No, I don't think so, unfortunately. I think that people are having a real fun time opening up this set and just being able to find packs in general. Could we see this at some point go down? Um, can we see this go down, over time with Chaos Rising and Pitch Black? Absolutely. I think we could. But right now with the Wave 2, we may see 180s, maybe even 180 would probably be the lowest. I'd say maybe 175, but I feel like a lot of people are going to try to fight that. So it's gonna be really interesting to see though, but I do think, again, I'm not picking up this set until it reaches MSRP, and I have a very strong feeling it will reach MSRP because it should be. It's that 30th hype, man. Got to keep the scarcity bar pretty high for a few months. Absolutely, man. Getting Wave 2 soonish. That's what I heard. And 180 is a safe bet for sure. Appreciate it. Guys, we are going to have pack hype on. So please be respectful. Please be nice. And if you guys have any questions, just leave them in the comments and we will get to them. But here is pack hype. What's up, man? How are you?
Good, Pack. So I'm hearing two. I hear two things going on. So I don't know what's up with that.
Hold on. Oh, actually, give me a second. Sorry. I am an idiot. 1 second, pack hype. Okay, talk now.
All right, you good?
Okay, yeah, we're good. Sorry, I forgot to connect my AirPods to the computer. My bad.
I'm technologically retarded. So.
Awesome. Well, thanks for coming on. Go ahead if you don't mind and tell people about your channel. Sorry guys, I think he might have accidentally left. If the box is under 250 this time next year, I'm gonna rip my box. Perfect order. I think this time next year, yeah, bro. I think perfect order. I don't think it's gonna get to 250. I really, if we get to 250 like around the 30th or what April, I think we've lost the plot. Perfect order is a fun set, but as far as investability wise, like I just don't see it, man. I just don't see it. Let me go ahead and put this. You're good. You can walk. Um, I'm gonna go ahead and put this back in here in case I don't know what happened to him, but we're gonna go ahead and we'll take a look at the packs and give him a minute if to come back in, and we'll look at the we'll take a look at the cards. So Meowth is going back up. That is surprising. I know it's technically down from what it was. It got up to what 180, but yeah, drop down to the 155s and starting to go back up. Maybe a little potential pump. I don't really think so. Um, 171 is still crazy for this card. This is glorified full art with texture. I hate this card. I don't care. It's Gen 1. I just don't like it. Mega Zygarde 163 for the gold. Mega Zygarde SIR. Looking like a little bit of a bounce up. So it was 80, 89 up to 90. Most resale 89. 92.19 with the dollar. So yeah, $93 for this card. Still crazy. This set is what, not even a month old currently. It's like what, 2 weeks, 3 weeks old, something like that. So like this Mega Clefable, I really like this Mega Clefable for my daughter. Bro, it's like a like $35 card at the top. It should be the same thing with Jacent. Jacent's $35. Same thing with Mega Clefable. Excuse me. Clefairy's going down. So it was what, 36? Yeah, 36 when the set came out, and then now we're down to 27. So yeah, blood. If you're gonna rip, it just really depends on what price you got it for. So if you got it from the Pokemon Center, you can never go wrong with it. This is a set that I would rip a booster box of it. I definitely think that we're gonna have. I think we're gonna have this be under MSRP here at some point. I'm not gonna say soon. There's no way the box would be more than top chase. I agree, man. I agree 100%. And also, I can't remember who said last night, but they said that they're feeling like they're getting a lot more products. I can't remember if it was drunk, but we got. Let's see. Let me just catch up on these. But I've beaten ZA. Fana just said no. I like the just Sith card. I'm saying that the Clefable should be around $35. I like them out too, but not feeling the art that much. Absolutely. Chug, I don't understand the drama. Yeah, there's no real to understand. I just lost my ass ripping tonight. Haha, with my wife. Very quality time. There you go. There you go. Drunk Ninja. Appreciate you as always. Here is Pack Hype Collective.
What's up, man? So I had the tab open with the stream still going. So I heard you twice, and I'm like, what the hell's going on, dude? Like I'm technologically retarded, bro. So
it's all good.
Yeah, man.
It is all good. Yeah, go ahead. Like I said, appreciate you coming on.
Yeah, man. I appreciate the opportunity, bro.
Yeah. Go ahead and tell people about you, what your channel's about, anything you'd like for people to know, because some of these people, may have not seen you before.
Yeah, 100%, man. So my wife and I started a business. It's probably been since October, when we started actually selling, Pokemon and other TCGs, and then started our own website in February, like launched the actual site in February. But we've only been, in the hobby probably not even a year, close to a year. Just got into it like everybody else, just ripping packs, and got addicted to opening packs, man. It's an addictive thing, but yeah, that's pretty much it. And then we've always had like a little side hustle that we do, and saw that there was an opportunity to, like, maybe make this thing work like as a job, and just went all in, man. just got the LLC and went all in. So yeah, that's basically it.
Awesome. And
Yeah.
so what set you said you came in like a year ago? So was it Destined Rivals or
So I
because
think,
Prismatic's like what
yeah.
a year and a quarter?
Yeah, so Prismatic had already been there. I think the first thing like we really started opening was Destin Rivals, but I
Okay.
remember ripping tons of Phantasmal. Like Phantasmal was one. Like when I heard you say the 400 pack thing, it took me 1,000 packs to pull that
Yeah.
SIR. Like you know what I mean? It wasn't 400. I wish it was 400, but yeah,
Awesome. And then you do a channel. Your channel is
yeah.
how would you describe
So
your channel in case like any of these people want to check you out or
yeah,
something?
it's really, man, just me, documenting the journey and just following along with the business and everything that we do. Um, so yeah, that's pretty much it. The content thing is hard, man. Like that's the hardest part of this whole thing, dude, is the content, especially for me at my age. It's really it's not easy. Dude, and having a full-time job ain't easy either. So, um, but yeah,
Yeah.
I just wanted to document it.
I will tell you that I can tell in most of your videos, you definitely try with the editing and stuff like that.
Yeah,
You know, if you see my videos, I don't normally I'll
yeah,
cut stuff out, but for the most part, I'm not doing the smooth transitions like you do and stuff like that.
yeah.
So I can definitely, but it's difficult for sure.
I
It's
like your
definitely not.
thumbnails, man. Your thumbnails are pretty tight. How do you do your thumbnails? What are you using for your thumbnails?
So right now I'm doing Gemini. That's what I'm
You
using.
know,
I was using ChatGPT,
yeah,
and it just was a
that
real pain because of copyrights and stuff like that.
yeah, that
But
bitch will give you 5 fingers too, or 6 fingers, like an extra
hey,
finger. It's fucking
you you know what's funny though is people say that the AI thumbnails they take no art, and that you actually creating your own thumbnails takes art, bro. It takes me sometimes like 30-45 minutes to do an AI thumbnail.
yeah,
Like the one I did where Ascended Heroes was Jesus, the whole Trump meme, and it
yeah.
had DJ laying in the bed and stuff. Like it took like 45 minutes to do it. So I definitely think it can still be artful, but by the time I make a video, because I suck at making videos, man. It
Nah,
takes
you're
me
not that
probably
bad, dude.
I'm bad,
Don't
bro.
beat yourself up, bro. You're not
No,
that
it
bad.
takes me like 30 takes to
Yeah.
just get, and then I gotta cut it. So, dude, it takes me like 4 hours to get the
The
videos out.
the hardest thing for me, man, is like the content issue. Thank you, man. Appreciate it, Ludwig. Yeah, the making the like coming up with what I'm gonna talk about, that shit never works, dude. Like I'll use chat to, like kind of form the script or whatever. And I always end up throwing that shit out. I mean, there are videos where you could tell I was like kind of trying to follow along with whatever, but the only ones that work, dude, are just me talking and no
Yeah,
editing, just straight through. But it's always hard you have to constantly be, listening to content. And that's what I do, dude. It's like every waking hour pretty much is just content, content, content.
yeah.
So I
I
listen
mean,
to a lot of content.
as long as you enjoy it, I was consuming way too much content. I'll tell you that. And now
Yeah.
there's a couple people, but for the most part, I'm just not consuming any. And people, I talked to iFOMO and privately after one of our lives, and he was like, "Bro, it sounds like you're burnt out." It's like I'm not burnt out. It's the same stuff over and over
Yeah,
and
it's like
over.
an echo chamber, man. It's an echo chamber, and that's I've noticed that, and like the whole shit with Ascended when it, started blowing up, and people saying, "Oh, all you got to do is put Ascended in the title, and you're gonna get 1,000 views." That's not true. I mean, if your content sucks, you're not gonna get 1,000 views. You know what I mean? Like you have to have some kind of something going on to get 1,000 views. But yeah, the coming up with the content, man. But that's how I come up with it, is just listening to
Yeah,
content and trying to do shit that other people aren't doing. Like I'm tired of the fucking charts and the fucking, but it's just like it's tough, man. But you want to
I
get
hear
those
you.
views, so you kind of gotta, I guess be with the herd. I guess I don't know, man. It's a tough one.
Yeah, I mean, and you're in an interesting area because you have that business content, and
Yeah,
also I do feel like, and maybe this is a hot take. Yeah, again, I I never try to be super disrespectful, but I feel like with the business content, when you are a part of the business, you definitely lean more towards like the investing side, the more of like
Yeah,
just yeah, like I don't know, man. Like things go up. You know, that's at least how I kind of perceive it. Not necessarily saying you personally,
yeah.
but I definitely feel like the way the market is right now,
Mm.
it's not a surprise that you have already had like what is it like 1.2 subscribers,
Well,
1.2K or
those,
something like that.
being honest with you, like a lot of those subs are not organic subs from the businessman. A lot of them were from a bullshit channel before. Being honest, just fucking my dog, like videos with my dog and shit, like shorts, like a lot of those subs. So it'd be interesting to find out like how many of those subs are actually from when I started the business. I guess I could go back and look, you know what I mean? I don't know, because there's a date in there when you look in YouTube Studio, it shows you when the people
Yeah,
sub
yeah,
to you. So yeah, I'm gonna do that and
yeah,
actually find out how many are, actually from the content that I'm doing now. So
yeah,
yeah,
dude. I would say that you probably. I mean, like I said, I mean, you were talking about your business being small, and so you put deals, and people aren't really biting at them. You know, even if they're below other people, just because you're small. But I
yeah,
feel like your type of content, everybody's wanting to start a Pokemon business.
yeah,
Everybody, you know, and
yeah.
I feel like you've seen from other people that have done
Oh
YouTube
yeah.
videos.
Oh,
You
I
know,
know,
it,
man.
it,
I
it
don't want to
definitely
be
blows
those
up.
dudes, like I when I'm doing my videos, I try not to pump my own bags, right? I mean, my bags are not that heavy. So it's not like, it's not too much to pump. You know what I mean? And I try to
Mhm.
talk about that in the videos like, listen, this is not a uh, trying to get you to buy this. Like, I mean, I try to carry, everything for everybody. That's me and my wife were talking about that earlier. I don't want to have a position in like one set or specifically one thing. Everybody collects different shit and everybody wants different products. So I'd like to have a little bit of everything for everybody, not super heavy into one thing,
Yeah, for sure. Let me just address these comments real quick
Yeah.
because it keeps it fresh. Drunk Ninja, he opened 21 Ascended packs and only got a single IR. Don't fall for the hype. How many packs of Ascended have you opened, and what has been
So,
your luck?
it's funny, man. We have had good luck. Like
Okay.
comparing that to the prismatic that we've opened, like I won't fucking touch prismatic with a 10-foot pole, dude. At all. And I don't think that the pull rates are as bad as they say they are, or is for me anyways, specifically. Like we've done pretty good with opening Ascended. I haven't opened a God pack yet, but we've pulled SIRs. I've pulled the Halucha, I've pulled the Mega Frostless. I've
Nice.
pulled a few things. So yeah, I've had good luck with it, man. Yeah, I've had good luck with it.
Those are two of my favorite cards from Ascended
Yeah.
Heroes.
That Halucha's badass, man. That's a
I
badass
love that
card, bro.
Hawlucha.
Yeah,
I
man.
love it.
Yeah. And
Um,
yeah, for
Go ahead.
sure. Yeah, I was gonna say, I mean, though, people have this thing about Ascended and you know, I like the set, man. I know it's super hype right now, and it's like that's the thing. Ascended, but separating the money part from it and just looking at the cards and the art, it's a deep ass set, man. There's a lot of popular Pokemon from that everybody knows all over the world in one set, and I think that has something to do with it, man. I really do. I believe that. I
No, for
believe that.
sure. I
Yeah,
mean, I yeah, I mean, I definitely I think I talk crap about Ascended Heroes, and I think a lot of
yeah,
it comes from just pure rage because people are just gooning over Ascended Heroes just
yeah,
constantly.
yeah.
And for me, you know, I do think that Crown Zenith is better. I know that people say that's crazy.
I love
Um,
that set, man. I love opening that set.
I think Evolving Skies is a better set. I know that we will agree to disagree
Yeah,
on
yeah.
that for sure,
Smooth.
but
Yeah.
yeah, it's a good set and it has a lot of cards. You know, it definitely has a broader span for anybody and everybody. You know, I'm sure there's a
Mhm,
card in there. You know, so your Psyduck fans, your Mewtwo fans. Even if I don't think my thing with the Synod is I don't think that the arts for most of the cards are the
mhm.
best arts for that specific Pokemon. Is
Yeah,
my
I
only
see what you're
thing.
saying. Yeah, I get that. Yeah, I'm on board with you with the Gengar, man. The Gengar from Crown Zenith is a better looking card to me than my personal opinion. Like,
Yeah,
I like that artwork better. Um, But you ever heard of TCG Autopsy? Have you ever heard of that guy? You
Yeah,
should,
actually, I
yeah.
put him.
Have you ever
He
watched his
does
show?
he does voiceovers, right?
Yeah, voiceovers.
Yeah.
So he had an interesting stat in one of his videos, and I didn't do the homework on it to check it, but he said that it would take you $19,000 of sealed product to pull that Gengar, and
Mm.
that the people that are talking about the market manipulation, it's not real when you look at it from that aspect. I thought that was an interesting stat. And I don't know how true that is. You know what I mean? That's a lot of fucking money to $19,000 to pull, to open shit to get to that card. But
Well, did he specify if that's at MSRP or is that
I'm assuming, yeah, he didn't specify
okay?
that, but
Gotcha. I
you
assume
know,
that's probably what he was talking about. But
yeah, and
yeah, man. I mean, I've been around for a while, so for me, I struggle with it because I remember the Charizard from Phantasmal, not Phantasmal, Paldean Fates
Mhm.
being like 125, 150 bucks. The Bubble Mew at the time was
Yeah,
like a $50 card. You know what I'm
yeah,
saying? You did have cards that were, like 200 when they first came out because they were super hyped up, or maybe even 250. But to just see what these cards are doing now,
yeah.
it just blows my mind.
Crazy. It's crazy, man. It's going to be interesting to see what happens with the reprints, and if they're going to come, and what they're going to do, and how it's going to be. I think I made a video about that, I think, talking about that. Or did I make a video? I don't freaking know. That I've made so many, but it's going to be interesting to see, if and when those reprints come, and how it's going to be like, if they're going to print the shit out of it like they did Prismatic. I don't know.
Yeah, yeah, man. I think there's a couple of different. I think there's some obstacles. I think there's some
Yeah,
from Pokemon and definitely some from distro that you gotta be careful of. Um, Ludwig agrees with you. He's over the graphs. Lambo, he's another small content creator, so you guys make sure to
yeah,
check him out as well.
yeah, for
But
sure, man. I'll check them out.
he says a send here thumbnail with it raining dollar bills, million views.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Only bag I pump is shrouded from
Hell
blood.
yeah. Yeah.
Um, City Heroes is a solid A tier set, not an S tier set in
Last year.
Ludwig's opinion. I
Yeah.
agree with that 100%. I
Yeah.
would say it's a good set. It's just
Mhm.
not a great set.
Yeah.
Just because of the artworks. But again, artwork is subjective. I remember you saying
That's
that. I
right.
think it was your Evolving Skies video, which made
Yeah.
me go crazy
So
when I
let
heard
me
that.
tell you what happened with that shit, dude. It's fucking hilarious, that whole story. So I'm dry. Like I told you, I listen to content on a regular basis, dude, at work all day with the headphones in the truck on the way home. And I was sitting at a light, and I had never seen any of your videos, and I saw it, and I was like, oh man, he's talking about Evolving Skies. So, and I'm aware of Evolving Skies. I've opened it before, just
Yeah.
in some collection boxes that we got in a collection that we bought. I've only opened not much, but I'm like, man, let me go into TCG Player and look at these cards over again and look at it. And that's how I based that video off of it. I was like, there's no way, dude. I pulled up Ascended, pulled up Evolving, looked at the cards, and I was just like, no, there's no way. And that's just based off of my subjective opinion on artwork. That's all it is. Nothing else. Not money, not investing or any of that. Just off the artwork. That's where that came from. So
Hey, and I
yeah,
I can respect it because like
yeah,
like you love Ascended Heroes and like I
yeah,
said, I think it's fine, but I think Evolving Skies and it's a generational set. I
yeah,
just think they did so much right with the evolutions, the Dragonite,
yeah,
the
yeah.
VMAX
That
Alt
dragon.
Art Rayquaza. I hate that
Yeah.
card, but I
Yeah, I don't like
definitely
that card either, dude. That Dragonite is bad as hell. And then I freaking meant to comment on Vapor Self's freaking video and
yeah.
sent it to you. That's the funny shit. Like I
Yeah.
was like, oh man, this guy's gonna hate me, dude. Like I was like, that wasn't for you. I must have messaged you or 15 times. Like, man, make sure you see this shit. That was not for you, dude.
No, yeah, I saw it where you posted it in my live too. You're like, "Hey, just so you know,
Yeah.
it wasn't for you." Because I saw it at first and I was like,
It's
"All right,
this
this
guy.
guy's trying to piss me off." And then I went and
Yeah, no, dude.
I saw your
No.
YouTube channel and stuff like that.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
Brandon says reprints will come. It's just a matter of when.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
right.
Like we're already hearing about Phantasmal Flames. We'll see.
Yeah.
People Anon, and then another guy keeps shouting him out. He dropped off the face of the planet, but Inkblot. they both said 1.5 million booster boxes of Phantasmal Flames
For Phantasmal, yeah.
for Phantasmal. And
Yeah.
let me ask you, how do you think that will how do you think that'll affect things, or do you think it's just going to be a drop in the hat because
So
like
I've
30th?
heard like for I don't know where I heard it at, dude. Just freaking listening to so much content and shit. Like I've heard that they're not going to be doing too many reprints of booster boxes anymore. Like
Mhm.
as far, I don't know if you heard that or where I heard that at. That's the rumor, I guess, that they're not into reprinting booster boxes. So yeah, is that set, or is that box worth $400? I mean, yeah, I don't know, dude. I don't have that knowledge into investing or into charts or anything to really be able to tell you that. Like I couldn't, like say that 100% for sure. Like that.
Well, I guess
Well,
more of what I'm asking is, how do you think if we were to get 1.5 million,
mhm.
booster boxes,
Yeah,
whether it's through Pokemon Center, through distro, however they decide to do it,
yeah.
how do you think it would affect the market, or do you think that we're just like a speeding bullet train right now and nothing's slowing us down because of the 30th, the Rayquaza, just all the
Yeah.
hype behind the hobby?
So the thing that I started thinking about was like, there's a guy that's on YouTube, and I wish I knew his name so I could shout him out now. He's like a printing guy that he runs a printing company. And that's what he does, like printing presses and stuff. And he makes videos where he talks about Pokemon, and that's not his thing, right? Like he's not a PokeTuber or anything like that. He's a printing guy. And he said that when all this talk came about the facility that they're going to build, he said they don't have enough paper for whatever they use for the cardboard, like how they break it down. Like he's like, that facility ain't gonna do shit when it comes to reprints, because the paper is what's hard to get. But yeah, I don't know, man. I mean, it would probably, yeah, it'd probably bring that $400 down. But what are they gonna do? They got to print all these other sets, man. They got to print Pitch Black. They have to print all the other sets that are coming up. And it's just like, and they're still doing other sets. So I don't know, man. I wish we knew, right? That would be the golden egg, wouldn't it? Like if you freaking knew when the reprints were coming. Like, holy shit, dude.
I really wish that they did like what Bandai did, where Bandai said, "Hey, we are reprinting these sets,"
Yeah.
and you could see how it just instantly quenched, just
Yeah,
kind of
that
that
market
fire.
took a shit, didn't it? Dude,
Apparently it's on the run. I don't know anything about One Piece.
yeah, so I that's one thing too with me, man. Like as far as the Pokemon space goes, like I know people that collect Pokemon, that's their thing, right? And they don't really like any other TCGs. I mean, correct me if I'm wrong or whatever. Like they, it's not their thing.
I'm just broke.
I love opening all that shit, dude. And Bandai, to me, like I don't know if you've ever opened any Fusion World like Dragon Ball, but the artwork on those cards is awesome, dude. And the hits that you get, they're just like, it's crazy. It's a crazy opening experience. So, but yeah, I've heard that's what Bandai does, right? They reprint the hell out of their stuff. And so if you're investing, that's not the one, right, to mess with Bandai, because they're going to reprint the shit out of their product, I guess. So
Well, so what was happening, I think, with Bandai is that Bandai actually, with One Piece, they weren't doing a ton of reprints. And so that's why these boxes were climbing so much on top of the popularity and the value of the cards. But then they just said, that's why it kind of surprised everybody when they came out and said, "Hey, we are doing reprints
yeah,
for these sets." And I think that's kind of what slowed it down. And then they're realizing, like, maybe the way the market is with everything, nothing's slowing down. So that's why you're starting to see it,
yeah,
back up.
that OP13 set, like I remember I bought a booster box of OP13 when it was like $180, and I bought two of them, one to rip and one to put away. And that was an awesome set to open up. I mean, that set was incredible. There's just so many freaking cards in that set. It was insane. I sold that box for like, I think $500 or something like that. Yeah, it's crazy, man. And it wasn't even like, I forget what the time period was where we did it, but I was like, oh, dude, I'm not that in love with this thing. I'm fucking getting rid of that bitch. And
it was probably like a month and a half, and it went up there.
Yeah.
We got Carlo. He's, I guess you know who he is, but
that's my son, bro. I see that. He's a
And then
dork, dude. He's a
we got Ma
oh
Carb.
yeah,
This
the
pack is
wife.
awesome. That's
Yeah,
the wife. There we go.
yeah, that's the wife, dude.
We even
Checking
got
me out.
TRJ in here too. We'll get to him
Oh
in just a
yeah, what's
second.
up, Joey? I love that dude, bro. He's a trip, man.
He's something, that's for
Yeah,
sure.
dude.
Me and him have a love-hate relationship, I think.
Oh yeah.
Um, yeah. And then we got Drunk, which he's actually an LGS in Canada.
Oh, okay.
And he says, I don't think regular folks or stores won't see Booster Buck reprints of regular pipes. Distro just won't let that opportunity slide. Absolutely. Distro will likely inflate any Booster Box reprint wave. We won't see it cheaper. Yeah, unless it goes through Pokemon and the vending machines, which actually I saw that a lot of places are kicking out the vending machines because of all the
Really?
scalping, fighting, and stuff. Yeah,
Yeah.
a
People are
lot.
fucking crazy, dude. Like yeah, I don't know, man. It ain't cool, man. I try to stay off of social media like that, like scrolling and shit, but every once in a while I'll pop on to X, man, or Twitter or whatever. And there's a lot of bullshit going on, dude. There's some crazy people out there, man.
Yeah, there is, and it's only going to get worse. Did you hear about I think it was Brazil or the vendor
Mexico, I
got
think. Was it
okay,
Mexico?
Mexico.
Yeah, yeah, I
I
heard about
thought,
that.
yeah, I don't know, some South American country, but yeah,
Yeah,
they got stabbed or killed, whatever.
yeah,
Um, Joey
yeah.
says confirm no
Anytime,
reprints, and then go
yeah,
after Anon with
yeah.
pitchforks.
Dude, I listen to Anon, man. He's I mean, I like to listen to. He's got that one. I think he does it every Sunday. I want to say or whatever, about what's coming out.
Yep.
For that, that's a good video. Um, I like the cough. You're always going to get a cough going on at some point.
Yeah, he doesn't care, but I do enjoy
Yeah,
those videos as well
yeah,
because I don't have distro, I don't have I don't even have a
yeah,
business, so for me, just kind of seeing what they're having and
yeah,
so we'll see. Like he says, Destin Rivals is getting reprinted. We have the
yeah,
rumors of Destin Rivals,
yeah. I hear that. I heard that on the street
E-
that it's going.
ETBs, yeah. So which
Yeah,
you're super excited for. I know that because
dude,
you
it's
love Destin
I
Rivals.
fucking love, dude. Just it's funny, dude. I think it's a deep set, dude. I really do. Yeah, I really do, man. Yeah, I like the kid. The kid. He's not a kid. He's a freaking grown ass man. I'm old as hell, dude. I had to
Yeah.
call him, broke, to get him to help me get on here, dude. I was like, because
Oh,
I don't.
really?
I use Streamlabs, dude. I don't use
Okay.
Streamyard. So I was like, oh man, I'm never gonna figure this shit out, dude.
No,
'Cause I
it should be super easy. Like I said, it's just click a link and
yeah,
put your name in. But yeah, I understand. It was confusing for me the first time for sure.
yeah,
Carlo, Pack Hype Junior. I appreciate you coming
yeah,
by, man,
yeah.
showing your dad some love.
That's
Um,
awesome, man.
let's see. Pokemon from Ludwig. Pokemon typically reprints the hell out of this stuff too, but it hasn't happened lately. Absolutely, which is what people
Yeah,
are banking on with their information. Um, it just depends on what side you lean on, honestly.
yeah.
Drunk says he has 612 boxes of One Piece. Pokeblab,
Wow.
go check out. You know who Pokeblab is? You ever seen him?
No, I don't
He's
think so.
small.
I have to check him out.
He's a small creator too.
Yeah,
Like me, and he just blabs, man. So if you just want to listen, like he did
yeah,
some Target stuff. He's also kind of like an investor collector too. So pretty
yeah.
cool. We were definitely in a crazy time. And yeah, even Thomas, he lives in Tennessee, and he said that he confirmed that people places are getting tired of it, man. They're really
Yeah,
getting
it's
tired of
probably
those vending
crazy.
machines.
I can't imagine that shit. I sometimes, I go into to work late now sometimes at like at a later time. So I'll go out and try to catch a restock. And I'm just like, man, I can't do this, dude. These dudes they're like gangs. I'm in Central Florida, so
Oh
I
yeah,
remember,
where?
yeah,
Well, I'm not gonna ask where in Central Florida.
yeah, yeah.
Um, I grew up in Sanford, so I don't know
Did
if
you
you're
really? All
familiar.
right, cool. Yeah,
Yeah,
it's on the other coast. Yeah, yeah, you're on the other
yeah,
coast. Yeah,
yeah. So we were like 45 minutes away from
yeah,
Disney, so
yeah,
that's where
yeah.
I grew up in.
Yeah, I'm
But
right. I'm on the other side,
oh,
without giving
okay,
it away.
I
So
got
yeah,
you. I
yeah,
got
you
you.
probably know, right?
Yeah,
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 yeah, dude.
yeah, for sure.
So
I've been
yeah,
there before. I had friends around that area back in the day.
yeah, it's crazy out
Um,
here, man.
well, yeah, let's keep your location secrets besides
Yeah,
Florida.
right, man. I like.
Um,
Yeah, yeah,
we got Jay in here. Jay,
yeah.
another
What's up,
investor.
Jay? Yeah,
I don't know if you know who he is, but
yeah. I've
what's
seen
up,
his
Jay?
stuff too. Yeah.
Good to see you. Let's see. Mom lives in St. Pete. I was born
Oh
in
hell yeah.
Leesburg. Disdain for the Dollar General prismatic labels.
Dude, those I had a Astral Radiance Dollar General ETB, and I guess people that are putting collections like big collections together and trying to put all the ETBs together, they need those as variants. So they're like actively looking for those things, man. Yeah, it's crazy.
It's just that's so stupid to me. It literally has
Yeah.
a $40. I don't even know if
I
it's a
know.
sticker
No,
or if
it's
it's
not.
actually it's not. It's
Printed on the
actually printed
box.
on the
Yeah,
box.
well, the Astral Radiance one was like actually on the actual box, and the dude was like, "Yeah, man, I need that for my collection to like. That's like the last piece I need to put all my ETBs together. That's the last variant that I need." So I remember people talking about those things wouldn't be worth shit, but yeah, that's not true, man. It's worth more. The prismatic ETB Dollar General is worth more than the regular one.
Scarcity, rarity, all
Yeah.
all that fun word stuff that gets people going.
Did,
What's up, Jay? I don't know if I said hey to you. Good to see you. I know people are excited to see you. Roxy loves you very much. So anytime we get these people in, yeah, just let me know. Just kind of how are you feeling? How are you feeling about everything? Is this just a really excited time? Are you wanting to
yeah.
see a correction? You know, like
So,
how
I
would it affect
mean,
your business? Just
we the hardest part, I made like a video about it, man, specifically is finding it's finding the inventory, man. Like that's the toughest part. It's like we don't have distro. I don't scalp. I don't go out there. I'll go and catch like a restock every once in a while just to get a little something to rip or whatever. But I mean, you can't do that and sustain a business, dude. It's not gonna happen, man. So you have to rely on buying collections, and I got ripped off, dude. I bought I made a video about it. I bought a bunch of resealed prismatic, or not prismatic. I'm sorry, ascended premium poster collections, dude.
that's
About
crazy that the
yeah, $900 worth of yeah,
that
and yeah, it is crazy, bro. I was like, dude,
they just came out not too long ago and people are already
yeah,
scamming, you know?
yeah, dude, it's crazy. The guy paid me back, so
Oh, nice.
he bought them. So it's secondary, right? So yeah, he bought them from somebody, and he paid me, man. He Venmoed me right away when I told him what was up and showed him the video. But yeah, it was so freaking obvious, dude. So yeah, I wanted to make that video to like let people know if they're out there, man. You got to be careful, bro. There's people, bad actors everywhere, dude. But yeah, so that could have been bad.
Yeah, I'll tell you what, man, I have been surprised. You know, typically when these markets go crazy, you just see everybody for themselves and it's just a dog eat
Yeah,
dog world, but I'm surprised that there's still some good people out there that are
yeah,
trying to do the right thing and
yeah.
like hook up
We
people with product and stuff like
Yeah,
that.
like that's one thing, broke. Like for us, man, we of course we're a business and we want to make money off of our product. We wouldn't be doing it if we weren't. But like, I want to make things affordable while still being able to make money. Does that make sense? So like, the one thing I do is I go on, when we're checking prices, and it's crazy because we got to check prices like every day. But I try to
Yeah.
do it every other day because it's a pain in the ass, man, to like go on there and freaking check TCG player. But I jump onto Google, man, and I just Google the product, and I see what pops up, and I try to beat it, man. And I know as a business owner, it's probably the dumbest thing you could ever do, but like that's what we want to do, man. Is like help people out and try to make it affordable and do the best deals that we can, man. That's what we've wanted to do from the beginning, man.
Yeah,
And yeah,
I think that that's what's most important is because people will remember, not always, but I like Danny Phantom, for example, like when things go, if things go to crap, like we hit a bear market, I'm gonna be buying stuff from Danny Phantom, even if I have to pay a little bit over because
yeah,
of what he's done this whole entire time. Everything he can that he gets at distro at MSRP, he charges MSRP,
yeah,
and that deserves some respect because not a lot of people are doing. I mean, hell, you're even seeing these big content creators that have distro and wave one, wave two, whatever it is, they're
yeah.
charging just like $5
I
under
know,
market,
I know,
So
dude.
I definitely that's what I would want to do because one day I would
Yeah,
like to have an online business like you guys,
yeah,
and I would like to be able to be like one of the fake good guys. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, right. Yeah, I try to like stay, you know, competitive at prices, but we always are thinking about collectors because that's what how we got started in this. Like just started opening packs and fell in love with it, fell in love with the hobby, and just you know, and just I remember that part of it and just being able to want to open packs. So we try to do the best that we can, man. Anytime there's, I mean, you could probably look at it by looking at my prices and figure out what I paid up on and what I didn't just based off of the price. If there's room in there and something that we pay, we're going to give people a better deal, dude. But when there's not, it's a lot, bro. The business is a lot, dude. It takes a lot, man. It takes a lot of
Yeah.
time. Yeah.
Didn't you just make a video talking about, or maybe it wasn't you. I can't remember. I thought I saw it. Maybe it was you about like how Pokemon business isn't as lucrative as it seems or something like that.
Yeah, I think I said so. What I see from other creators, man, is just like I'm not gonna name names or anything, but it's like it's all about the how much money I'm making and this and that. Like oh, I'm gonna make this,
Mhm.
but nobody's talking about the shitty side of it, like the freaking getting ripped off by getting fake shit, resealed shit, or how when you go to get a collection from somebody and they tell you that you're getting Crown Zenith booster bundles, right? Then you get there and they don't have that shit. They got some other shit. You know what I mean? And you're like,
Oh, yeah.
dude, yeah, I've been okey doke like that. I mean, there's a lot of them, man. There's a lot of things that have happened, but that's what I'm trying to focus on is the other side of it, dude. Like I don't, I'm not trying to drive a Lambo, and I'm not trying to be rich, man. We just want to do this for a living, and
Right.
just that's it, bro. I just make a living. I'm not trying to get rich. I'm very simple man. I just want to pay my bills, man, and not
Yeah.
work for anybody else anymore. That's essentially it, man.
I'm right there with
Yeah,
you, man.
yeah,
I'm right there
yeah,
with you. If I could do that, take out a
yeah,
loan or something, I would
yeah,
I would do that. It's a goal. Will we get there? Who knows?
yeah.
Would you guys like distro at some point or
So I some guy reached out to me in one of the videos, man. It was an older guy said that he did this for a long time and he had LGS and he sent me a distributor. I can't remember the name of it, man. And I looked them up and he was like, "Yeah, you should reach out to them and you see what they can do." But I've heard you gotta buy a bunch of bullshit, sleeves and this and that and the other before you get anything. I'm gonna be honest with you. I don't know nothing, man. I really don't. I really don't. But I don't see distro being the thing anymore, man. I mean, I don't know if that. I don't know why, but I see that move that Pokemon's making, buying these companies up and the logistics and all that. They're moving away from that to take the product straight to the collectors in the retail stores. So like maybe they're pushing distributors out of there, and then you got distributors. They're charging stupid prices, bro. Like not only the distributors, the retailers. Best Buy is the only. They're the last bastion of hope and buying freaking Pokemon, bro. They're the only ones that are actually retail. Everybody
yeah.
else is killing you, bro. Freaking Walmart, Target, they all are. Even Dollar General jacked their shit up. I remember
Oh,
poster
really?
collections. Yeah, dude, poster collections. When I was buying there a while back, they were like $16. Like they bumped them up to $20, and like yeah, they see it coming, man. It's just crazy, dude. Yeah,
The greed, man, the greed.
yeah,
Everybody, I've heard people talk about, well, right now while the market's hot, of course, people with LGSs or online stores, they're, who they should be able to take, three times, four times their profits because during the bear market, they're barely breaking even or they're losing out on money or they're being stuck with product. And it's just like, why can't it just be like a happy medium? But I do
yeah.
agree. I definitely think that Pokemon is making plays to cut out distro and they're going to be
That's
their
what I
own
think, man.
their own printer, packaging,
Yeah,
shipping, like they're doing the whole nine yards. And
yeah,
honestly, I think it's going to be great. It could backfire, right? Because if
yeah,
they want to charge 400, they can charge 400, and who's gonna, But
yeah.
I definitely think that there's still going to be LGSs because I've heard there's a portal you can reach out to now and talk to
Mhm.
somebody directly from Pokemon. So it may be
Yeah,
better for small company or small businesses like you guys,
yeah,
where instead of buying $1,000 of sleeves or play mats or dices, Pokemon's just like,
Yeah.
hey, what do you want to buy? And you can be like, yeah, I want this or I don't want this, and there's
Yeah.
not a buy system or it's like how distro does. I just think the way that distro does it right now is extremely scummy all the way
Yeah.
around.
Yeah, I mean, distro's never been a thought in our minds, man. Like, I mean, I know that that's talked about, like, oh, if you got enough subscribers and you're doing enough. I mean, we have, over 1,000 sales on eBay, over 1,000 sales on TCG Player, 100% feedback on both platforms. We sell a lot of shit, man. But the website, it's not doing that great. It's doing way better now, dude, since I've made videos, man. I mean, I'm going to make a video about that. To show people. The Wix site that we have. The analytics are crazy, dude. Like, I can see when people are on the site checking shit out, like where
Oh,
they're
really?
at, yeah, what they're looking at, if they have something in the cart. It's kind of cool. But you got live visitors. It tells you where they are, everything, where
That's
they're
cool.
from. But since I made content and the content's been doing good, the sales have, like, they're doing what we're doing way more than what we were. If you watch my content, you'll see I'm like, oh man, the site ain't doing too great. And then, but yeah, that's changed since the content, man.
Well,
And
good.
yeah,
I'm glad because people they think that I'm just wanting everything to crash and burn and people just lose money, and it's like that's not, but
no,
I definitely think that there can be some scummy characters in here. Real quick, let's address. Jay said it must actually be fun going to work when you own a shop.
yeah, I
Um,
bet.
um, they talked about the shitty side a few years back before the boom. Somebody say Lambo. Absolutely. Facts. TPCI is 1,000% trying to circumvent distro. Distro abuses their power every bull run.
Yeah.
And then their business model is evolving. Pun intended. Which, yeah,
Hell yeah.
I agree. I'm very much looking forward. How now? I know that you're relatively new to the market. You're
Yeah.
relatively new. So did you never open up Pokemon before the last year?
Yeah, no, Scarlet and Violet, just that's it,
Okay.
yeah.
So just based off of maybe your sales, based off of any information that you have, how do you feel like where we're at? Do you think it's sustainable? You know, just I'm trying to pick your thoughts because you're really the only business tuber channel I've really talked to.
Yeah.
I'm very interested to see that side. Obviously, I know things are probably doing extremely well.
Mm.
But yeah, just any thoughts, opinions, anything like that that you would like people to know?
Black Bolt White Flare, man.
Yes, sir.
That is, I made a video and talked about what sells the most, and the data is skewed. So Michelle just pulled up sales since we've started on, like, what's sold the most, and
Mhm.
obviously it's Prismatic, but the data, yeah, right. The data is skewed though, because I mean, if I didn't have it, I couldn't sell it. You know what I mean? So it doesn't really, it kind of doesn't make sense. You know what I mean? Like, it's not a
Yeah.
true barometer of it, but people love Black Bolt and White Flare, dude. That we can't keep that for nothing, dude. That is probably the best selling product. People just love it, man. And I know why. It's an awesome set to open up.
I
That's a
definitely
deep,
think that.
yeah.
Go ahead. No, you're
That's a
good.
deep set. Black Bolt is a deep set. I mean, there's a lot of hits in that set.
Yeah, for sure. Like
So,
especially when we talk about like Ascended Heroes, right? I just feel like, man, when you look at Black Bolt White Flare, it is just like
yeah,
that's why I did when I did my tier list, which some of it was rage bait, some of it was being serious, but Black Bolt, that's why I put it in S tier because
yeah,
it has
it
got
is.
a awesome looking card for every
Just
single Pokemon.
yeah,
I'm sure that every collector has one Pokemon from Gen 5, and
yeah.
you can either have an illustration rare or better of
That
that Pokemon.
restaurant from White Flare is badass. Michelle pulled that a while back, and that's a badass card, dude. The
The
white restaurant,
which one?
the SIR, the
Okay.
white restaurant. Yeah, it's you did a lot of these cards. If you don't see them in person, they're like, they just don't look. But when you see it, up close, it's a totally different thing.
Yeah.
But
I
yeah,
definitely want I would love to have the white and black version as well as the
yeah,
Victini. but
Yeah.
I'm not paying what 400, 400,
Yeah.
300, $400 for it. I got the Reshiram and Zekrom SIR in Korean, which is the
Yeah.
same quality as English, and it was like
Yeah.
I think I paid like 120 bucks
I
for those
have
2 cards together.
I have a plug for Simplified Chinese, and I just don't know enough about it. Like, but with my job, we have somebody that's actually in China and can just go and buy whatever and just send it over in the stuff that we bring over, right? And I can get it, but I'm not versed enough in it to mess with it. I actually have a couple boxes up on eBay, on our eBay store. If anybody wants to check them out, like I don't read Chinese. I can't really, I Google this shit to see what it is, but like, I opened
For
one of those
sure.
151 Dream. Is it the 151 Dream with the figurines? So,
Okay.
have you ever seen that? They got a little
Did
figurine in the
you did
card in the
it
back.
was it during your live when you were doing your
Yeah,
shop update?
yeah, I think
Yeah,
so. Yeah, yeah, those things
yeah.
are badass. I was supposed to sell those, and I opened all of them. So that wasn't, but we want to change that simplified Chinese card that comes with it and like actually put a good card like the dugong. We want to put a better looking card with that dugong and then sell them like that. I think that would be cool. I think people would like that. So we're testing that out to see
Yeah, I
how it
think that
goes.
would be, especially if you did, because I think you had there's a Venusaur one, right? Or
Yeah.
no, not Venusaur,
No,
it's
it's Ivysaur. Ivysaur.
Ivysaur. Yeah, like
Yeah.
if you did the Ivysaur like from 151,
Yeah.
you did the illustration rare for
Yeah.
that,
I
which
have that card. I
it's
actually have
probably a
that
little
card.
pricey right now, but
Yeah. I just went through my binder, dude, and pulled out a lot of cards, bro. I've done that shit multiple times, man. Like just taking my personal collection and like, am I gonna sell it or whatever? Because we can always use money, to buy collections. So yeah, I'm trimming the fat. I'm getting rid of a lot of cards, and then just keeping a few cards. I don't need that many cards. Like, once we become successful, we do better. I can buy whatever or open whatever. But right
yeah.
now, we just need money to buy stuff, to buy product.
So do you have a personal sealed collection? Is that what's behind you, or
Yeah. So
is
this is just so I like to like when we buy collections, keep some pieces that I like. You know what I mean from whatever we buy. But yeah, the the 151 ETB, like I mean, talk about overpriced. You think $600, dude? I mean, are the
I
cards,
I
dude?
I think that 151 is I think 151 is extremely overhyped, and I think
Well,
that we could see 151 take a dump. I really do.
I hope
I don't
not.
think it's that great of a set.
Yeah.
There's some
Well,
cool
it's
artwork, but
yeah. That so the cards and the top chase cards in it, they just $600 for the now that Snorlax promo is a badass card. I mean, I love that promo, but that
yeah,
doesn't make the box worth $600, to me,
yeah.
and then the top chase cards, there's not that much money in them, but for it to be $600. But I mean, I have a lot of 151, not a lot, but I have a good amount of bundles and people don't buy them, man. Dude, if you go, I'm not trying to say go to my site. That's not my goal. My shit is cheap, bro. It's cheap. I think I
Well,
raised
yeah.
it, like, but yeah, we might have raised it a little bit, but it's cheap. Watch me look
Well,
bad now. Michelle went behind my back and raised the prices, but
yeah. Imagine
they they
we
took
take a
off the
look.
other day. Like they're moving, man.
So let me see. Before real quick, I'm gonna pull up your site. I'm gonna look on
Yeah,
TCG Player.
yeah.
Drunk said he made a move on Black Bolt White Flare forever ago. Scored 50 or 60 poster collections.
Hell yeah.
Yeah. Jay says he loves the Reshiram SIR and he just
The badass
subscribed to
card.
your channel.
Oh, awesome, man. Appreciate it, bro.
And then he had Drunk said he had a kid open the Reshiram 2 weeks ago, and now he wears it on a spray painted gold chain. That's funny. That is funny. It is a beautiful card. I definitely think the Zekrom is way better.
Yeah.
Which of the two SARs do you prefer?
The restaurant for sure,
The
100%.
Reshiram? Okay.
Yeah, the white one. Yeah, yep. And
Yeah,
listen, that charge, I'm gonna piss people off, but that Charizard from 151 ain't shit, bro. I mean
thank you. I was actually
yeah.
just about to
No,
ask
no,
you
no,
that.
that freaking art is like, come on, bro. And when you're looking at other Charizard cards, like it's that ain't shit, to me anyway.
What is going on What is going on with 151? Why is it?
It's taken off, man. Like it's
What is
taken off.
happening? Is it? It's
200 over
probably
200. The booster bundles are over 200.
yeah. So, well,
Yeah.
somebody bought 3 for 247, which makes
Jesus
absolutely no sense.
Christ, bro. Yeah.
Yeah.
You went to the
two-
wrong place, buddy. You know,
Yeah.
dude,
Hockey Puck has it for 210. Let's
yeah.
see. You have you have 210 as well. So
Well, yeah. You know what I did with that too is like nobody's buying them, so it's just like screw it. I think that's how we looked at that like that. I was just like, oh fuck it, nobody's gonna buy it anyway. They
Hey,
weren't buying them when I had them at 190, 189, whatever I had it. I was just like, screw it, I'll just put them up and but I need
Well-
to get rid of them until
well, guess what? If these actually go to 250, people,
Yeah.
if you leave them at that price, people are going to
Yeah.
snatch them up all day long
Yeah.
for sure.
That UPC is crazy, bro. Like I had 24 of those things, dude, and they weren't doing shit. So you know what I did? I ripped them all.
Oh no.
Sold the promos. I made a video of that shit, dude. I'm walking out into the freaking room with a stack of I have 20 playmats, dude. Whatever I ripped of that, I have that amount in playmats. I need to get rid of them, try to get some of my damn money back. But yeah, it just wasn't doing anything. I don't know if you remember that point where it wasn't doing nothing. Nobody wanted them, nobody cared, and then now they're fucking just
I was telling people at like what was it, like MSR? What was MSRP for it?
120 or 120, but I think like Target they were like 140, I think, or some shit like that. And then after tax, I think they were like 145, 150 or something like that. But
Yeah, I was telling people because Walmart had them for days at 120. I was like, guys, pick these up at 120. Look what happened with the UPC for Sword and Shield Charizard. Same thing, a different price point. It was like $80. Nobody wanted to buy it, but still
That's what I
120.
heard. Yeah,
it's crazy. Lambo
is a
says
cool
Obsidian
product.
Charizard is better.
Oh yeah, 100%. I have that one at PSA right now. So yeah.
So what are your thoughts on PSA?
So, as far as PSA equals dollars, man. I mean, that's how I looked at it. That's a play for us. I get a lot of people calling me with cards, man, with singles and or slabs. And man, I didn't know the slab cracking thing was a thing and that you could like regrade and stuff like that. I've passed up a lot of slabs, man. And, I just feel like it's a pain in the ass. The time thing is a pain in the ass. And I don't know, man. I was gonna go with CGC, but for liquidity purposes, man, like if you're trying to make money, it just doesn't make any sense. If you're trying to make money and you want to get some shit graded, your PSA slab. I had ChatGPT pull up the differences in liquidity between the it's just not even close, man. It's crazy.
Have you looked at tag at all?
Yeah, I was gonna do tag, and I thought about it, but and I know I was on that train for a while. I was like, yeah, the slab is awesome looking. It's great. It's cool. But PSA equals dollars, I think, man. Like, I don't know.
I think it depends. Cause I'll tell you what, that the tag. So tag, as far as like eBay, or I mean, really that's about, I guess vending too. If you were to go to like local card shows or anything like that, some people are heavy into tag. Some people won't even touch tag. But the tag Facebook group, bro, they will pay top dollar for, especially if you get the numbered. So if you have a 997 out of 1,000 or whatever, like and you've seen some of the sales. Bubble Mew has outperformed from tag compared to PSA. So I definitely get it. Have you heard about this whole no PSA for May situation?
No, I did not.
So,
what is that about? I got 20 submissions in a bulk submission. They better not mess around. I'm trying to get my cards back.
So this guy, Boston Card Hunter.
Yeah, I've heard of him. Yeah,
he made a video the other day, and I guess I don't really know how I don't know. I think he's like more of a sports card guy.
Yeah.
But I guess him and a community of people started an initiative where they are not going to submit to PSA for the whole month of
Oh,
May.
hmm.
Which of course
Uh,
PSA is not going to know the difference. They're so
yeah, I don't
backlogged.
think.
It's
Yeah,
not even
that's
going
a
to
cool
matter.
thing, but I don't think that matters. He was on like Krabby Cards, I think, had him on or something like that. I think I don't know if you ever heard of that guy. Yeah, you know that.
Boston had Krabby on. So
Oh, is that what it
Boston,
was? Oh, okay.
yeah, Boston has 9.3K subscribers. Krabby just cracked 1,000. Congratulations to
Yeah,
Krabby
yeah,
on that.
yeah,
But yeah, it was the other way around it.
yeah.
So
S- I, I was gonna go. I listened to Dan from Catch 'Em All, and he's talking about CGC and how liquid they are for him, and you know, that's for him. You know what I mean? Like, I think that's just for him. Like, but I was gonna go with CGC, and send them, but if we're trying to do what we're trying to do, which is buy cards and send them and get graded and sell them, it's just, I don't think it's a question with PSA. I know it just is what it is type situation,
yeah,
kind of like whether you like them or not, they're what brings the money.
yeah,
Unfortunately, so
absolutely. It
yeah,
is it is what it is, and that's why PSA
yeah,
will always be the top dog.
yeah,
So,
kind of.
Thomas, I appreciate you, buddy. Appreciate you coming by. Hope you have a great rest of your weekend. Thanks for all that you do for the channel. Do you guys have any questions for Pack Hype, as far as businesses or Pack Hype? Do you have any questions? I mean, I don't know. I
No,
don't know
man.
jack shit either. But
No, I just I want people to know that we love the hobby, man. Like, we are a business, but we love it, dude. The people that we meet, man, they're so freaking awesome, dude. Like, it's an incredible community, and we love it. And I know there's this like push and pull between the collectors and the people making money, and I get it. I get it and I understand it, but we have nothing but good intentions. We're just trying to find our way, and do our thing. You know what I mean? That's
no,
basically it, man.
and I honestly I respect people that come in and try to, because you don't start a business to lose money. You just don't,
Yeah,
But I find like, which I know people are going to say, people are going to turn this live because I have people that ghost watch and share clips and stuff like that. It just is what
yeah,
it is. But I feel like there's not a lot of humbleness when it comes to,
yeah,
it's not even business people. It's just the way it is right now, but
yeah,
especially on the business side,
yeah.
you hear
I get
people
it, man.
that say they want to help the community, but then they're holding back cases of ETBs of Prismatic or whatever, just
Yeah,
because they know what the set's going to do long term. And it's holding back product from other people. So I
yeah.
think just stay humble, and
That's it, man. I don't think I would ever, and I don't know if I did it in any of my other videos, like, or whatever, but whatever we make is not like, it doesn't really, I'm not trying to put that out in content. Like, I'm not feeling that. You know what I mean? Like, it doesn't matter. You know what I'm saying? That's not what I'm about. I'm never going to do that. I just don't, it's just not my
you,
thing, man.
you know what's crazy though is it's almost like YouTube rewards that though. Like
Yeah, probably.
if you come out and say, "Hey guys, we've done 500,000 this year in sales and we've
Yeah.
grossed 200,000." People are like, "Oh, this guy's legit and he knows what he's
Yeah.
doing." And it's just like, with the background, you've got some cards over on the side, you got some
Yeah.
PSAs and it looks like a
Yeah.
CGC, you've got your
Yeah.
sealed. And I know that there's people making making kind of shots because I don't have any, I don't have anything behind me, and
Yeah.
I'm not picking up, um I'm honest, like, I know I tell people, like, "You don't know what I am," but, like, I'm not broke, like, I have a house, and I
Yeah.
have electric and all the normal
Yeah.
stuff. I have cars
Yeah.
that go vroom vroom, but I've got 4 kids, man, like, I don't have
Yeah.
thousands of dollars to
Yeah.
spend, I've gotta be very selective with what I do, and, so I'm
How
not
old are
picking
they?
up.
How
I've
old are
got
they, bro?
a 14-year-old, I've got a about to be 5-year-old, about to be 3-year-old, and then a 5-month-old.
Are they into collecting? Are they into opening cards?
So my son, my oldest son, we used to open cards back during XY Sun and Moon,
Mm.
and then he even into Sword and Shield. So I remember it was Christmas. I picked up a Silver Tempest from a guy down the street. He has like a little card shop. I picked it up for like $100, and he thought it was like the greatest thing ever. And then
Yeah.
the older they get, they want to play video games and social
Yeah.
media. So he's not into it anymore. Even though it was funny because the other day me and him were in the car, and he's like, "What's going on with Pokemon?" I was like, "What do you mean?" And he's like, "I heard it's just crazy. Like
Yeah.
you can't find it. It's hard to find, and the cards
Yeah.
are." I was like, "Here, bro, let me show you." And I pulled up TCG Player for Ascended Heroes, and I said, "These three cards. This card's going for 1,500. This card's going for 1,100, and then this Dragonite." Uh, Sold from Pokey Pablo is another content creator. He sold his for 1250, and he's like, "Yeah, Dad, these cards back in the day were like $100." And I'm like,
Yeah.
"Thank you." Like
Yeah.
people
He
don't.
knows what's
So yeah. And then my son, he's 3. He doesn't really care. But
Yeah.
my daughter, she does. She's actually
She does?
uh, my daughter. Yeah, she's got. I can probably go get it because they're not here right now. I'll go get it here in a minute. But
We'll
she's
hook up
got,
and I'll send you something, man. Let me know who she likes or whatever. We'll
bro.
send you guys something for sure, dude. Hell yeah.
It's just like I'll go get it here in a minute, but she's got a whole box, and she's got common cards,
Yeah.
hollows, reverse hollows. I got her a, PSA 10 Japanese Sylveon. She
Yeah.
likes that card. I got a Keldeo,
Yep, yep.
so it's just girly cards, but
Yeah.
then she'll
Hell yeah.
have some just she doesn't care like.
Yeah. Yeah, we'll have to send her some, man, for sure. I try we take packs or like binders, small binders with EX cards and stuff like that whenever we go
Yeah.
out, and we try to get we it's funny as hell, dude. We were at Best Buy one time for a drop. We took the day off. I forget which set it was, and the guy didn't get nothing. He was with his kids, and I'm like, "Hey, we can give we've got something for the kid." And he looked at me like I was fucking crazy, but he's like, "Who is this freaking guy?" Like. And we carry that shit around in our car, man, for those type of situations to try to give
Oh,
it to the
that's
kids so they
awesome.
have
Yeah, I
some.
mean,
Yeah,
yeah, dude, we need more
yeah,
we need more of that instead of these grown ass men, pushing kids out of the way to get the
I
Pokemon
know, dude.
cards. And it's not even just Pokemon. Let's be honest.
Yeah, yeah,
It's everything right now. But it's just
yeah,
like, yeah, big ups on that. Like that's
yeah,
mad respect on that. You've got 2
yeah,
questions, so while you
yeah,
answer
yeah,
this question, I'm
yeah.
actually going to mute myself, and then I'm.
Okay, yeah. So what we saw with the poster collections was, you know how when you go to open an EX box or any kind of poster collection, the flap that's glued down is it's kind of a pain in the ass to rip open and get open. Well, this one was it just kind of when I put my thumb on the corner to lift it up, it just kind of popped right up. And I was like, oh shit, it just didn't seem right when I went to open the poster collection. And that right there made me think, oh man, there's something going on. And then when we opened them and took the packs out, like they weren't even sealed, bro. They were not even sealed. So they were most of them were completely open. But so
All
yeah.
right, and then you got another question from Jay.
Yeah.
He wants to know if you got a brick and mortar.
No, no, I don't. No, sir. Just e-commerce right now.
Okay. So give me a second and ignore my
Yeah.
lighting. I still have no idea what I'm doing with my lighting situation, and ignore this table. We're currently moving stuff around.
All good,
But
man.
this is my daughter's, just some of her collection. So she's got, the little Eevee,
Oh hell yeah.
and let me put this down. And of course it's just a mess because she doesn't care half the time, but
Yeah.
she's got Team Rocket's Wobbuffet,
Yeah.
I got a whole bunch of cards, but like
Yeah, we'll have to
Dratini,
send her. We
you know
got
what
a
I'm
bunch of
saying?
shit, dude.
Like,
I'm sending her a care package, bro. She's gonna be like, "What the hell?"
yeah,
She's
no,
gonna be like,
and she's got like this little, like, see, there's like this little
"Yeah,
binder and just like some energies, and like
yeah."
she's not that picky, but she's got a
So
whole
Sylveon,
bunch
you
of stuff.
said, is Sylveon her go to or
She mixes it up.
yeah?
she'll say, "Oh, it's Umbreon," and then Sylveon, and then it's on it as long as it's a cute girly card. Like I've got
Yeah.
some, she's got some Destin Rivals Rapidash in here,
She's like
Chikorita.
Clefairy. She in the
Uh,
Clefairy.
I don't think she's probably got some Clefairies. Yeah, dude, she loves pink, like anything like
Yeah.
that. You know what I'm
All
saying?
right,
So,
cool. Yeah. Yeah,
uh,
we'll take care of her, man. I'll get with you in
uh,
the Discord. We'll hook up and I'll send we'll send her some stuff, man.
do you know where the graded cards are that she has?
It should be down in there. They're right there.
Yeah, here's the Sylveon, which my
Oh,
light's
okay.
terrible, but yeah,
Yeah.
the
Yeah.
Japanese
Yeah.
Japanese Sylveon. So yeah, man, she really likes. Like I said, my son's just a little too young, so he just kind of like bends.
Not yet. Not yet.
Yeah,
But he will
not
be,
yet. But yeah, I mean, I was talking to somebody like my dream would be to have my own business, like a online store, and just wake up every morning, go down there,
Oh, yeah.
and ship out product, have my kids help, open up some
Yeah.
packs. So
Yeah, it's
we'll see if we
possible.
get there. But
Yeah. Yeah, it's possible, man. It just takes some capital, that's one thing I try to relay into the videos about getting started with it and shit. I mean, yeah, you can start off selling bulk and do whatever. I mean, the business take damn. Yeah. Hell yeah. You got to have money for all of the shit that you have to have. And then you always find something else that you got to have. And it's like you just need all these different things. So, yeah, you got to have
yeah,
some capital, man.
yeah, that's where we're at, is just trying to build some capital over the next couple of years, and hopefully be able to do something with it, and
Yeah.
who knows. But right now we're just having fun. So I'm super easy. If you ever need anything, I mean, I'm probably not much help to you because you're a bigger channel than I am, and
Yeah, I
but
mean,
you're
I'm not.
more.
I mean, you're more plugged into, and I appreciate that, Pack. Like I just want, I don't. It's not like I'm saying I want to be accepted or anything like that. But it's just like we're good people, man. Like we
Yeah.
have the collectors, in mind when we're doing this. It's just not like we're just like we're trying to get paid, and it's not like that, man. I mean, obviously we're trying to make money and not lose money, but our first thought is how can we do this to make it better than what it is. So.
For sure. I guess I don't know if you need to go here. If you do, it's okay. We can wrap it up here in a
No, it's
minute.
all
But
good.
I guess my next question, or really, did you open up celebrations, and how? I know that you feel like the 30th is going to be like a banger. How do you?
Supposed to be. The only thing I've opened celebrations is the box, the lunchbox celebrations. I think that's the only thing I've opened. We got it, and it had a dent in it. Anytime we buy anything, bro, and it has a dent or a hole, you know what that means? It's just an automatic rip.
Oh, really?
And so yeah, we try. No, I mean, like I will sub it. I mean, we love to open packs. That's the thing about the business too, is like you got to separate the collecting aspect from the business, because when you're sitting around with a bunch of product, you want to open it. But yeah, I mean, we open our share of stuff, but yeah, celebrations. The only thing I opened up was that, and then I think I got some decent hits out of it too.
Did
Um,
you
fun to
enjoy
open.
celebrations though? Because my
Yeah,
son,
yeah.
when we were talking about it, I think celebrations is garbage.
Did you? Yeah,
But my son, he said celebrations was really fun. So
yeah. It
I
was.
guess.
Yeah, the few packs we opened, there was hits. And that Sword and Shield shit, bro, it's freaking brutal.
It
Other
is.
than crap, it really is. I mean, it's a brutal era of packs to open from what I've opened, which is not a lot, but it's fucking terrible. But that was one of the sets. Celebrations was good. I'm sorry if I cussed too, bro. I got a mouth of a sailor, but dude,
Bro, yeah, you should know we're
you good?
unfiltered here. I
All
know
right, so
I'm not
yeah,
monetized. I don't care.
celebrations was fun to open. So yeah, your son's right. It was fun. Them and Crown Zenith, man. Crown Zenith, those were my two from Sword and Shield. But yeah, we'll see what the 30th does. It's supposed to be incredible. It's supposed to be incredible. That's what I hear. So we'll see.
That's
Yeah, yeah,
that's what everybody says. I mean,
yeah. You never
I,
know though, dude. Did you see
yeah,
the Mew and the Mewtwo that they're supposed to, and like the different, like, have you seen that? The pictures of,
the chrome
yeah,
rarity, as they're
yeah,
calling it.
yeah.
I,
Have
I
you
I
seen
think
the?
I
I
don't
didn't.
like it.
Yeah, I was like, oh,
What do you
we'll
think?
see.
I mean, what did you think about it?
From what I saw, I wasn't really feeling it. Like, but then again, I didn't like any of the gold cards until I held them in my hand, and I was like, oh, the texture was kind of cool on some of them. So it might be. It's one of those things you can't go off of a picture until you open it and see it, and you're holding it, and then it's a totally different thing, you know. But we'll see. I mean, it's supposed to be gigantic, right? For Pokemon as an IP and as a company, the 30th anniversary is supposed to be massive. Like I said it in my video, like all this shit that's going on now, people gonna be freaking, you know, guns a blazing to get 30th if they're tripping on Ascended and stuff like that. It's probably gonna be insane, man.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
agree with that. I just don't know how much. I guess my only reservations towards it is, we've seen with 25th, and I feel like a quarter century is bigger than like 30 years. When you look at like
Yeah,
a company, you know what I'm
yeah,
saying? Like
yeah, I know.
every quarter, I think is more important. And celebrations, it was small, and people were very excited, very hyped.
Mhm,
It was very hard to get for about a month or two. And then
mhm.
after that, just because of the lack of real chase there was, people
Yeah,
moved on from it, and
yeah,
if you look at celebrations over the last couple of years, it wasn't very desirable until probably like the last year or so. And then
yeah.
and
Now
it's
it's
still what,
coming
like
up. Yeah.
300 ETB?
Yeah, we just looked at a collection earlier, and I was surprised because the guy sent me his stuff. He had Vivid Voltage, Shining Fates. It was all
Oh,
Sword and Shield. Yeah, I was like,
yeah.
oh man. I was like, we need inventory, and I was like, oh man, I can't. He had some Brilliant Stars. He had a Battle Styles booster box. But everything was Sword and Shield, and I was like, man, I'll buy it, but I don't want the Vivid Voltage. I don't want the
Yeah.
Shining Fates. And then he had something else. I can't really remember, but I'd like to get some of that Sword and Shield. I think Sword and Shield will have its day, man. I think it's kind of
Yeah.
sideways when you look at it, but um, yeah,
Yeah,
we'll see.
I think Sword and Shield is fixing to take off. I think we've got a lot of people, like a lot of new people, and all they hear about is the ultra modern, and that
Yeah,
ultra modern is why they're all just going super heavy. Like not every new set, but for a while, every new set just kind of kept taking off, and Sword and Shield
mhm.
has just been stagnant. So I definitely feel like before this runs over, we're gonna see Sword and Shield make some moves, and I
Yeah,
think
I
it's
think so. Yeah, I
and
think
that's why
so.
I've been pushing battle styles. I know a lot of people. I know a lot of people laugh at battle styles. I'm sure if you got offered battle styles, you'd be like,
Yeah,
"No, I'm good."
I
But
was actually gonna buy it, but it was a Pokemon Center ETV. That's why I was gonna buy it.
oh, okay, yeah, I'm just
Yeah,
talking about like
yeah.
booster
Oh,
box
booster
because
boxes. Yeah,
yeah, a booster box is like 250, and
yeah,
you could
yeah.
I
That's
think you could
crazy.
easily see a double in price,
Yeah,
like to
yeah,
500. Yes, it's going to take somebody specific that wants it, but there's people out there that want to have all of Sword and Shield, and they may
yeah,
not. So
yeah.
I definitely think there's potential with it, but that we got this focus of ultra modern, which I get it.
Yeah.
It's only getting better and better. You
I
know.
think some of this, the hype and all that shit, and I don't know nothing, man, but I'm guessing when I say this, but I think you have outside entities now in the hobby spending money, like institutional type money. You have people that are using it as like a 401k and a portfolio, like actually that big and that type of thing. So I think that might have something to do with the hype cycle that we're in right now. Maybe. I mean, I feel like that's it. Not. I don't think you guys have ever had that in this hobby that way, and I think that might have something to do with the booming of shit and the way it's going on. It's just a
You
time like
know,
a perfect storm.
yeah, I
So,
definitely think there's some more institutional money. I definitely think there's also some manipulation going on,
yeah,
for sure. And I know people argue that all the time because
yeah,
I don't know if you heard, but TKO, which are the people that own the UFC and own
yeah. I
WWE,
heard that. I heard
they bought
Alex talking about that.
yeah, they bought
Yeah,
Collecticon,
yeah,
which people are like, oh, that's Pokemon. It's not just Pokemon. So it's
yeah,
all TCG. So
yeah,
you know but again, like I've seen it time and time again. This time could be different. This time could be the start of something new, but we've
yeah.
seen institutional money come in, not to this extent,
Hmm.
and it's dried up and left, and then it comes back, just like Logan Paul. He comes back every
Yeah,
5 years. We've seen it time
yeah,
and time again.
yeah,
So we'll just have to wait and see. Like I said, I'm gonna die on the hill that the last 10 years Pokemon has shown what they're willing to do, and until they show otherwise, that's what I guess I'll get burnt if that's the case. But there'll always be better sets. There'll be a better set than
Yeah,
Ascended Heroes.
that's for
Um,
sure, man. It will be. I mean, I don't know. What do you think about Pitch Black and the Abyss Eye? Is it Abyss Eye? Is that the one after Pitch
yeah,
Black? The Abyss Eye?
no. So
Or
Abyss Eye is the Japanese
the
version.
Japanese one. So yeah, what is the other one? Pitch Black, and then I can't freaking
It's Storm. It's
Storm Emeralda or
Yeah.
something like that. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, which we
What do
don't
you
know
think they're
what we don't know what. Sorry, I don't keep meaning to cut you off, but
No, you're good, bro.
we don't know the English name for it.
I like the Chaos Rising look of that, but I know people are trashing it already. That gray and black. I like that shit. I think it looks cool.
I
Yeah.
I
well,
hate
yeah,
I hate the
you're
gray
not
and
feeling
black.
it, huh? I saw it. It was just different, I guess is what it was. I was just like, oh, it's a little different looking shit. Yeah. Yeah, you don't like that? I think it's dope, man. I like that shit. Yeah. Darkrai ain't
like-
all that, but
Yeah,
Dude.
I mean, okay, I'll be fair. I like the gray and the black.
yeah,
Just
it is kind of cool,
hate-
bro.
I
yeah.
hate Darkrai. I hate
you?
Mega Darkrai.
Yeah.
Not Darkrai as a Pokemon. I
Yeah.
hate the Mega Darkrai. It just looks
Yeah.
terrible.
It's kind of
So-
weird, yeah. It
And
ain't
then
what-
the
you know what?
Zarude promo. Mm-mm.
Yeah, I'm not feeling that one, man. I saw that and I was like, it's all right, dude. They need to put is it Haunch Crow? Is that his name? Haunch Crow? They need to give him a freaking ETB or give him a main set, dude. You know who Haunch Crow
He
is?
has an
Yeah.
alt art. He
Does
has an
he
alt
really?
art.
I love
Yeah.
that freaking guy, man. He's
it-
like mine.
I'm trying to think of what set that is. I can't remember what set it is. It was in Sword and Shield, but he's got the
Yeah.
alt art. It's pretty
got an
dirt
alt art?
cheap. If you
Is
like
it? I'm gonna have to get that. Yeah, I'm gonna start collecting him. Yeah, I like him, man. He's the gangster Pokemon. He's like the only
But-
gangster Pokemon. So
yeah, I'm just not a fan of the coolest thing in the ETB is the coin.
yeah. Oh,
Yeah,
that's
I
the
just
cool-
don't-
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, even the box, I'm not a huge fan of
Yeah.
of the
Let's see.
box.
Let's see.
It reminds me of Shrouded Fable. It does. It really,
Yeah.
truly.
That set sucks. Journey Together sucks too. And I used to like Journey Together. I really did, dude. And I don't know what changed my mind. You know what changes my mind, dude? When I get on TCG Player and I pull the sets up and I go through and I put highest to lowest and I look at the top cards and I look at the artwork, that's when I'm like, this fucking set's trash. There's just,
Yeah, the only thing though with Journey Together, people said Fusion Strike was a terrible set. That's why it was $80 a booster box, and then it went up.
Yeah.
And then now look at what Fusion Strike is doing. Fusion Strike's what $900, $1,000 a booster box, and
yeah.
I feel like Journey Together can be a like a gym Heroes set or something like that one day. You
Yeah.
have what is it, Iono, you have
Belly Bolt,
Lily,
yeah.
you
Yep.
have I mean, the Salamence is a beautiful card, absolutely
Yeah.
beautiful card.
Yeah.
I feel like it could surprise people.
I just don't think that box is worth that. I don't know where it's at. I haven't looked at it in a while. I stayed away from buying it because it just didn't move like that much. People didn't want it, man. And it always sat on the shelves. And I was like, oh man, I just I don't think it's worth the 270 or whatever it was. What is it? Still 270? Yeah, it's still there. Look at that shit. I don't think that box is worth that to me. I mean, that's just my opinion, but I don't know.
I agree.
Man.
I agree. I think
I
it's
don't think worth 270.
I think Journey Together is a $170 booster
Yeah,
box.
the Articuno is a nice card. Like that would probably be and the Whale Lord's cool too. I mean, there's some cool cards in it, but I mean, look at the prices. Like, how is that shit
Yeah.
worth 270? You got one freaking card worth $100, and it goes from $100 to $50. It's just like, yeah, dude.
Yeah. The Salamence I think is extremely undervalued. I really do.
Yeah.
I think
Yeah.
I have one in a tag 10, big whoop, who cares?
Yeah.
It's like $350. But
Yeah.
I've always, when I saw the Salamence, I'm like, it's just an absolutely beautiful card, in my opinion. Yeah. I mean, you've got some, the Noibat. I really like the Noibat. I think Journey Together could be a set that surprises people. But I understand from your standpoint as a business, you can't
Yeah.
put your money into it
Yeah, I
because
did, and I had bundles, and it just sat, and even the ETBs, I was like, "Oh, man," it was just really hard to, sell, and I was like, "Oh, man, this gotta stop buying this because it doesn't sell."
yeah. Also, I think Shrouded Fable don't sleep on Shrouded Fable.
I
It could
sold my
be
Shrouded Fable. I had yeah, I sold it. I was like, "Man, I'm selling this shit." Like,
it,
everybody
it could
trashes Shrouded Fable.
hey, until they don't,
Yeah,
and it's truly short printed, like people are trying to say about Ascended Heroes.
yeah,
I don't know if you saw DJ's video, but he was saying how Ascended Heroes is short printed, and I'm just like, bro,
yeah,
we got so far to go. Like
yeah,
they,
yeah, who
but
knows, dude?
yeah,
Who
we don't
knows?
know
You don't
anything.
know, dude. I said that in a video. I'm like, dude, imagine getting a job at freaking Pokemon International in Japan, like as a janitor, trying to walk around and listen to like what finding out some info. I mean, that shit would be worth so much money if you could say, dude, they're gonna reprint this, or they're not. We don't really know. It's all speculation. In my opinion, I could be 100% wrong about that, but like, how do you know? I want to buy me some Pokemon Pop Tarts. I see
Uh,
that.
yeah, Whack Blab showed up. He made a comment, and that was it. So me and Hype have just been talking. Definitely rewatched the live for Hype. He gave some thoughts and opinions. Nothing too crazy. So,
Yeah.
um, but yeah, is there anything else that
Nah,
you got
man.
for us? Any
I
words of wisdom? I've already put your link in the channel. I'll put it one more time.
Yeah, I just wanted to get on here, man, and talk to you, dude, because I know we had that little whatever it was shit, like it wasn't even like a whatever, but I just wanted to see. I knew you were a cool guy, dude. I could tell, I was like, man, he's fine, bro. Let me get on here and talk to him, but it wasn't for
Sometimes
cloud or nothing, but yeah, I was like,
sometimes I
let me
say
get.
some. I'm a little bit
That's all
more
right,
vocal than
man.
I
You
probably
got to
should
be
be.
careful though on here, and I realize that now. Like, we have as creators a lot of power, not in that way, that doesn't sound right, but we just have to be careful about what we say, man, because there's guys out here, they're guys that are bigger than us, that have positions. I believe they're making markets do certain things
Yes.
by pushing certain things. And yeah, I'm not trying to do that. You can buy whatever you want from here. One, it doesn't matter. Like, that's not what I want to make our content about. I want to make it about the business part of it and what it takes and what goes wrong and what you got to do. And that's what we're focused on, man, not the money part of it.
Yeah.
That's just,
Yeah, I
so
agree with
yeah,
you, man, and we need more people to say that, not
yeah,
only about the business side of it, but also I feel like we need more people to come out and say, hey,
yeah,
these content creators, and I don't really consider myself a content creator because
yeah,
like this week I'm probably just gonna do lives all week. Pokemon's
yeah,
boring right now. There's really nothing to talk about unless something crazy happens.
yeah,
Um, and but I feel like people need to say, hey, content creators do actually
yeah.
affect this market.
I
And if you
did that.
say a set is the next greatest set or
Hell yeah.
generational, people are going to listen. People don't
Of
come
course.
onto YouTube to just listen, they're
Yeah.
coming for advice and suggestions, and the fact that content creators hide behind that and say, hey, it's not my fault if you listen to what I'm saying. Like, yes, they don't, like, people need to make their own decisions, but at the same time, these people that are pushing this market, these sets, you definitely do make a change. You definitely do affect it, whether you like to or not.
Of course, dude. Of course. My thing, and I'll just say, like, we just want to make content that people can learn from. Um, if I ever seem like I'm pumping a bag, that's not it. I mean, I've always said it, like, you don't have to buy from me. I don't care. It's not about that. We need to stop saying this shit is so easy. I'm just gonna say that, bro. Like, just people are saying, "Oh, this shit's easy." You could do. Trust me, bro. Trust me. It's not easy, man.
Yeah,
100%. Because if it was, everybody and their mother would be doing it, and it would be 100% successful at it. And it's not. It's hard, dude. Trust me when I tell you, it's hard.
yeah,
So yeah, you got to be
yeah.
careful with that. It's easy shit. It ain't. It's not, dude.
Well, everybody's not everybody. A lot of people are going into the business side of it right now, and
Yeah.
but I feel like a lot of people are taking on too much leverage, man. And I
Oh, I'm
think
sure.
I think it's going to bite businesses and there's people that are buying everything. I think it's gonna bite them in the ass. So,
Yeah.
but hey, people got to learn, man, and maybe I got to learn. Maybe
Yeah.
I'm gonna be completely wrong, and in 2 years from now, you're gonna be making a video, and you're gonna be like, "Broke was wrong because he said the market was gonna change, and we've been booming for 4 years, baby, and
Yeah.
I'm driving me a Lambo." You might even change.
Uh,
You know what I'm saying?
no, man.
You know,
As a business owner, I don't want it to boom, right? I mean, like, that would be, if you're in it for the business, you want a correction or something to whatever. I pay up on collections when I buy them, and that shit hurts, man. I mean, obviously, I would want it to be like the other way, so that people are like, "Oh, take my shit," because that's that's what would be good for a business owner, is for the market to turn the other way and people panic sell, and then you're able to buy shit. We're out here paying up on collections, man, and people they've 10x'd on their money. I know where they're at. I can tell by what they have where they were at and where they came in at. It's Prismatic 151. And but yeah, it people love Prismatic, dude. I don't know why, but they love that shit.
hey,
you know?
wait till the next evolution comes out, Gen 10, and
Yeah,
people hate it because the pull rates are terrible and you don't pull anything.
it
People,
sucks, dude.
yeah,
And
I,
my wife pulled a demigod pack, and it still sucks. You
exactly.
know what I
If you
mean?
don't
Like,
pull if you don't pull a God pack,
yeah, dude.
it's terrible. Like
Yeah, dude.
you get
And Roaring Moon is the best card in that set for everybody out there. That's the best looking card in that set.
that's what
Like,
some people say.
that's in my opinion. I think it's the best art in that set.
Hey, I got it in Japanese because that's what I thought, and I
Yeah,
wasn't blown away by it. But everything's different, Like I said, I really
yeah,
like that Salamence. You could say, "Hey, that Salamence is
yeah,
ass." You know what I'm saying?
yeah, yeah.
Like you said, art's subjective. So
That
I
is,
definitely,
dude.
I will say, if I said anything on the original live that you popped into, I do apologize.
Uh,
I can be a little uh, uh, blunt sometimes,
it's all good, bro.
and I don't always think about the words that I say, but but yeah, and also as far as what you were saying about your content sucks and your content doesn't suck. I'm not blowing smoke up your
Yeah,
ass. I would tell you if your content sucks. I can tell you try,
yeah.
and you're doing great. So biggest
Trying,
thing,
man.
honestly, don't look at your views. Don't just keep responding to your comments,
Yeah,
and that's all that matters. At least for that's what I do because I got eaten up in the views and stuff like that, and
yeah,
I literally just don't care anymore.
yeah,
I would like every video to do fantastic, but it's just
yeah.
not the way it's supposed at least for me. So
Those comments are they're brutal, bro. I get trashed in them comments by everybody, but
just
I try not to go back and forth with them. But I'm the type of guy that's like, I tell them about themselves sometimes, man. Like, it's just like, dude, it's 98% of the comments we get are awesome, dude. There's always 2% of it's bad, and they're using 2% of their brain. Those people that say the shit that they say, and I just like, whatever, man. Everybody can say whatever they want. It's all good.
on it. Honestly, what I got those negative comments used to get to me, and either I just won't respond to them, or I'm just like a smart ass now. Like I'll just
Yeah,
put like a clown emoji, or
yeah,
like honestly, don't. I was one of those people that would argue to the death with you if you left
yeah,
me a crazy comment, and I either just don't answer them or do something stupid. And I've seen a lot of people do that.
yeah.
But that would be my only advice to you, and
Okay,
just
cool.
which you're
Good.
yeah. I mean, I have no room to talk anyways, so you're much bigger than
Yeah.
me. But I
Nah,
appreciate
yeah, bro. I'm gonna look
I
at those dates. I bet you have more organic subscribers than me, dude. I'm gonna check on that and see, which ones are from when we started this, and see. Be interesting.
I don't because I had that one big video that went off and gained
Yeah,
like 200 subscribers off that
yeah.
or something. So
I had one do
um,
that. It got over 3,000 views, and I had
yeah,
230 something subscribers from it. It's a
hey,
good
that's
feeling.
crazy, bro.
Yeah,
That's crazy. But yeah,
yeah,
keep killing it. I'll
I will,
everybody
man.
go subscribe to Hype and big,
Yeah, yeah.
big W for coming on. Hopefully it doesn't affect
Do
you
it
in
again.
any way, shape, or form with any of these
Yeah,
people.
yeah.
So,
It's all
but
good.
I appreciate it, and I probably will not comment on all your videos, but I definitely will try to do at least my fair
Appreciate
share.
it. And
And
we'll do it again, man. Let's get together and do it again. I
yeah,
liked it. It's the first one, so yeah, I appreciate it, man.
you're more than welcome anytime. This is pretty much open. So anytime
Yeah,
you want to come on, you don't even have to hit me up. Just pop in,
All right.
and
Cool.
we'll get you on. But I appreciate
Yeah.
it, buddy.
Yeah, thank you, man. And I'll hit you up in the Discord, and we'll send something out for the little
Okay,
one, man.
yeah.
Yeah, hell yeah,
I'm
dude.
easy. I'm easy to get a
All right.
hold of. Like I said, if you ever
All right.
need anything too, I'm just hit me up in the messages. Just DM
I
me.
appreciate it, bro. Thank you, man. Thanks, everybody.
Yeah, guys.
All right, brother.
Big W to Pack Hype. Have a good night, buddy. Appreciate you.
You too, bro. See you, man.
See ya. All right, guys. Well, there we go. Pretty fun. So go subscribe to Pack Hype. I will put a link again for him in the channel. I appreciate you guys being nice and civil. Back to Solo Broke. Absolutely. Let me address some of these comments. Roxy subscribed. Also, why don't you cut up parts of your lives and upload it? I'm too lazy. I don't care to. So the lives normally get like 100, 200 views over a couple days. So it's all good with me. They seem to do okay. I'm not too worried about it. FOMO, good to see you, buddy. Hope you had a great workout. No, I have not been. I've never seen 100 or 582 subscribers. No, sir. Yep. Thanks for coming. Yeah. Big shout out to Pack Hype. Go over to his channel. He's got 1.3K. Actually, let's show off his YouTube channel real quick. How do I make this bigger? Oh, I might have 582 now. I don't know who I gained as a subscriber. Oh, it's probably like his son or his wife or something. But yeah, go subscribe to his channel. Go show him some love. You know, he uploads, you know, more consistent than I do. I feel like he tries to get out a video, you know, every couple of days. But yeah, go show him some love. Big W for him for coming on. I know that it can be scary sometimes or whatever, but yeah, he seems like a very nice dude. I agree with that as well, Roxy. 100%. I know I said some crazy things, but hopefully he continues to be humble and remember what he got in the hobby for and the business for, and doesn't let the money affect him, which, you know, he doesn't seem that way, but people always change. So but I would love to have him on. So again, big W for him for showing up. How did you guys enjoy it? How are you guys enjoying these Saturday lives with, I feel like we've had some pretty normal new people on every now and then. So hopefully you guys are enjoying it. We'll just keep on doing them as long as you guys like it. I feel like it adds a little bit something different to it. Still waiting for TRJ to pop in one day. He probably will never do that, but I think it's been better. The first one sucked. Is that because I didn't respond to any of the comments at the time? Which is it's a fair criticism for sure. I try to do my best to get to you guys. I know it kills the conversation sometimes, but I definitely do my best to try to address you guys. So the lives are dope. I like the Saturday lives a lot. Dang, do I need to stop doing the cigar Saturdays or the cigar Fridays? The second one was mad too. Which one was that one? Was that Blab? Was that Blabbers? What was that? What was that live? I think that was Blabbers. Saturday lives, 100%. I appreciate it. We need Cigar Friday and Joinable Saturdays. Okay, cool. Well, we'll keep banging them out. So, like I said, people are welcome. If we have some people that are gonna ghost watch this later, Haas, you're more than welcome to come on, and we can chat it out. I know you got a video coming out anyways that you're working on, which is fine. TRJ, you're welcome to come on as long as you don't do any goofy goober shit and think that it's just like a troll session. Henry, you're more than welcome on still, buddy. I know you're not going to, but you're more than welcome to come on too. It's only Brew. Even DJ wants to come on, but he's not going to do that. So no, that was the first live. that was the first. The first one was when we had FOMO, Blab, Darius, and yeah, and me, and that was like the 6 hour live. And I think the second one was with just me and Blabbers. So I'm pretty sure. Yeah. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. So we'll see. I haven't heard too much from Blabbers lately. Hopefully he's doing well. I know I think he's got a live coming up here soon with Henry. So you guys make sure to go show him some love whenever that happens. Um but yeah, I think what I want to start doing is actually on Fridays, I want to do the cigars outside, but I actually want to buy different cigars like every Friday instead of just smoking the same ones in case there's anybody who like wants to get into cigars or like cigars. And then um, at the end of it, I'll be like, all right, this is a cigar I smoked and this is my thoughts on it. And I don't know, something fun. People may not care. We'll still, I mean, obviously it'd be Pokemon themed, but he's part of 76ers came down 3-1 and came back today as well. Also, did they win? I don't watch any basketball at all. I do not watch any basketball whatsoever. So I'm really bad about sports. I do not have time for sports. I guess. I mean, we'll look at this. We're just we're just chilling. How are you guys feeling about Pitch Black now that we can look at the ETBs? What do you guys think about the promo card? How are you guys feeling about this promo card? It's fine, right? I like the Finnegan better. Is that a crazy take that I think the Finnegan from Chaos Rising is better? I mean the color, yeah, gray on black, but still the giant blob in the sky just I can't mess with it. Yeah, I don't know, guys. The Gengar, this single check lane is gonna go insane with the Gengar Haunter Ghastly, even though it's the same artwork from I believe Perfect Order, right? That one's gonna go crazy long term. I like the Luxio and Shinx. I think that's cool. Also, the Aurorus and Amora is pretty cool too as well. Yeah, I mean, how are we feeling about it? I hope we get a SIR Mega Zora. I think that will probably be my chase for this set. I think that that's really cool. But even the box, I know we kind of talked about it with pack height, but I know they're trying to go with like a rock style, kind of like metal. I don't know, man. I don't know. This is another box for me. I'm going to be waiting for MSRP to hit, and that's when I'm going to buy it. If I can get it from Pokemon Center, great. If I can't, I'm not going to pay over MSRP for this box. And even honest, I know we don't know what the set looks like. We have no idea. We've only gotten a couple EXs and half art cards. But yeah, for me, I just am not huge fan of this. Based off of the pack arts, based off of the box, the ETBs, Chaos Rising, I feel like the ETBs, both of them look fantastic. Giratina in this set? I don't think so. I think we're going to get, as far as SIRs, because it's only got 6. It's got 115 cards, 6 Mega EXs, 4 Pokemon EXs, 11 illustration rares, and 18 ultra rares, and 6 special illustration rares. So based off of typically how they do it, that means that we're going to get 4 Pokemon SIRs, and then we're going to get 2 like trainer SIRs, which we don't know. I mean, they could put a really cool trainer card in here for an SIR, which would be exciting for me. You guys know how I feel about Mega with their trainer cards. Some of them are hits, some of them are misses, but for the most part, I really like them. I think we're gonna obviously Mega Darkrai SIR, Mega Chandelure potentially. I think we're gonna get a Mega Malamar SIR. Uh, is this what I think? Mega Zora. I think we're going to definitely get an SIR of that. I don't think we're going to get an SIR of this. Of Exadrill, Mega Exadrill. I don't think we're getting an SIR. I think it's the same thing like with Chaos Rising, how Chaos Rising had the Mega Pyroar. So I don't know why they do that, but I don't think we're gonna get, so potentially we could get like a Mega Malamar instead of the Mega Exadrill and get the Mega Chandelure. Um, but yeah, I think for me, without even seeing anything, the Mega Zora is probably like what I'm most excited for at this current point. Um, let's see, GameStop promo. Hopefully the Gengar promo crashes. Who knows, man. Pokemon Center TVs won't hit MSRP, sadly. No, Pokemon Center TVs. I don't think we're going to hit MSRP for Pokemon Center TVs for a very long time, and unless the market sentiment changes on Pokemon Center TVs and they're no longer scarce, rare, valuable, those kinds of things. But yeah, no, this will probably, depending on what's in the set. I don't think there's going to be anything crazy in the set, but if it's kind of like perfect order, I think we're going to see like $120 ETB. So you can double your Pokemon Center ETB. That's from what, 60, $70 to 120, $130. I'm going to put it next to my NIN into allows. Yeah, this is definitely, like I said, I get the feeling of like heavy metal style. I hope so. I hope so, man. I hope we get a Cresselia. I really hope we get a Cresselia SIR. I don't think we're going to. So I definitely hope we get a Cresselia illustration rare at least. That would be really cool. Like I said, I'm a big fan of Shrouded Fables Cresselia illustration rare. So we may not, because Shrouded Fable had one. If we get a Cresselia SIR, I don't care if it's good or bad. I will definitely be buying one. I think Cresselia is a really cool Pokemon. So, but overall, I mean, I'm not going to make a video about this set until we get the cards revealed. Whenever we do get the cards revealed, and I'll give you guys my honest thoughts and opinions. Right now, I'm just not digging the ETBs in the box. I'm only going to pay MSRP for these, and I don't care if this has a Shinji Konda Mega Darkrai that is eating a child, and it just looks absolutely insane. And the booster box goes to $500. I don't care. I will miss out on this box. I will not pay over MSRP for it. So that's just my feelings on it. But I can promise you this: it'll probably be a fun set to open, and there'll probably be a card in there for about anybody and everybody. But it'll be a fun collector and player set. I don't think it'll be a very high investability wise set, so I'm not going to worry about it. Not a fan of the ETBs. Yep, absolutely, bro. And don't get me wrong, if I can get them on the Pokemon Center, I absolutely will. But if I don't, I'm not going to cry about it. Darkrai about to be the goofiest thing ever. I agree. You know how funny it would be if they just made it like a giant blimp, just floating in the clouds. Don't even try to make it spooky or anything like that. Because here's the thing. So let's go to, I just want people, and maybe I'm wrong, let me know. We've got 11 people in here. I appreciate you guys that are still hanging out. Hopefully, like I said, hopefully you guys enjoyed Pack Hype. Big W regardless for him just coming on. And so hopefully you guys enjoyed it. But let me know what you guys think. So here's Shinji, and we'll look at a couple different we'll look at the Magikarp. I'll try to find the Oricorio as well. But when you look at Shinji, like, yes, the background is incredible. It's super busy. So for me, like the Giratina, especially at the price point, I'm just like, no, I'm good. Background, super, just all kinds of stuff. You can't even tell what's going on. And then, but the Giratina is just, it looks like a sticker on that card. Then we'll take a look at Paldea Evolved. Giratina is a good Pokemon as well. Then we'll take a look at the Magikarp. right? So the Magikarp's a little bit different, but still just kind of that Pokemon is front and center. Same style with the artwork. You know, it's Shinji Kanda, so what do you expect? Instead of looking like a sticker, it looks more like graffiti spray paint. And then let me try to find this Oricorio. Why can't I just find the? We'll just go on eBay. That'll be the easiest way to do it. And then same thing, right? So background, you know, still it's got like these little bugs, these little glowing bugs. Pretty, I mean, it's definitely Shinji artwork, right? But then here you go. You got like a sticker of the Oricorio. And I feel like if Shinji did a Mega Darkrai, it would be the same style background because the background tends to be the same. You've got some colors, you know, it looks like little bugs, little jewels, little flowers. And then you're gonna, you know, it might be darker, but then you're gonna have just a big, ugly Mega Darkrai sticker on that card. And I just don't see like when people are like, oh, Shinji could save the Mega Darkrai. I feel like the design of Mega Darkrai in general is just not it's just not good. So how do you make a card good that way? I just don't see it. Let me know. Am I wrong for that? You know, do you see something different with Shinji? For me, I could just imagine really cool background, really busy background, and then just a stamp of this ugly eyeball sperm creature tentacle thing. Yeah, I agree. Once per era. Yeah. So, and who know? I mean, we might get a Shinji Mega Rayquaza. Honestly, I doubt it, but we could. You know, I just feel like that. I don't know how somebody could save this. I don't know. I don't know what, and it's not even that Darkrai is not cool. It's just the design of Mega Darkrai is what I don't see how you make that look cool. If they did a normal Darkrai, I think it would look phenomenal. I think they could absolutely knock it out of the park. But when it comes to the Mega Darkrai, I just don't see it. Yeah, I'm with you. I'm with you there on that, Whack. Absolutely. So we'll see. We'll find out very soon. It's going to be a busy couple months because we got Abyssai, and then shortly after, or Pitch Black, and then after Pitch Black, we're gonna have the Mega Ray set, which is gonna make Japanese go absolutely insane. That box is gonna be stupid crazy expensive in Japanese because everybody's gonna want to rip it to be able to get that before it goes to English. And then we have the 30th before our English Mega Rayquaza set. We'll see what the 30th has in store. Then we go into the Rayquaza set, and then we'll see. We'll see how the year ends. Beginning of next year goes. Just try to have fun. Try to enjoy the hobby. Try to collect what you can. Don't be stupid, essentially, or be stupid because everything only goes up. Yeah, but then you're not collecting the Darkrai for the Darkrai. You're collecting the Darkrai for Cresselia, So I agree. It could save it a little, especially if they do like really cool Cresselia in there. But even still, yeah, I don't, I'll tell you this. I don't see it being a highly chaseable card years down the line. Rumor of new Mega Pokemon was added to ZA now too. Yeah, bro. I'll be honest. I think we're gonna do Mega all the way until November of 2027. So it's gonna be really interesting. It's gonna be really interesting to see how this year pans out. I think after the 30th anniversary, we will start to get signs from Pokemon on what their plan is long term. For sure. I think we'll find stuff out before the printing facility. We'll either know like, hey, this is what Pokemon's going to do, and definitely the printing facility is going to help out. But I think we're going to see, summer lull. We're going to see a winter lull. Probably boom a little bit for this new specialty set, whether it's Radiant Rupee, Shining Sapphire, or it's a Hidden Fates shiny set. There's all kinds of possibilities, but I really do feel like a lot of not a lot, but people are going to leave after the 30th anniversary, especially if the 30th anniversary is not a banger. If it's reprints and the art's not that good, they might just keep quiet till it happens. Yeah. You think they keep quiet if they actually want to kill investing and keep everything for players? Yeah, Pokemon's not going to come out. I don't think we're going to get a newsletter like we did for Prismatic Evolutions. They're like, "Hey guys, we are reprinting everything, or we're going to print this to demand." I don't. I think that was I think that was Pokemon saying like, "Hey, we're going to be printing," and people people don't understand that Pokemon is a secretive company. They don't let things get out that they don't want out. They're not telling you what they're doing. They're just going to do what they do, and you just need to buckle up and try to enjoy the ride as much as you can, and just make sure you stay active in the community, in the space, because I tell you what, when we see a correction, whether it's a 10% correction or a 70% correction with singles and slabs and 30-40% correction in sealed, it's going to be when people aren't looking at Pokemon, when Pokemon is no longer mainstream. It's not the talk of the town. It's you're back to being a nerd for collecting into Pokemon. You're doing your double takes at Walmart because you don't want people to see it in your in your shopping cart. That's where you make the money. Maybe Target drop. Yeah, I saw tap possible drop incoming in 30 minutes for crossover. Not confirmed, but likely. What's the crossover though? Is the crossover the new close? Look what he just said. I did look what he just said. Where? Where did he say that? This is what I'm seeing. Oh, hold on. I've got to. This is what I'm seeing. We'll just do entire screen. That's fine. Sure. That's what I'm seeing. Unless I'm in the wrong. Where is Target even on here? Yeah, this is what I'm seeing, bro. Am I missing something? Oh, items with stock loaded right now are Victini boxes, Charizard UPCs, Perfect Order ETBs, Destiny ETBs, various tins. Okay, gotcha. Appreciate that. So, yeah, looks like here in about 30 minutes. So around like what, 2 o'clock, 1 o'clock, 3 o'clock, whatever time it is, possibly potential for ETBs, Charizard UPCs, time to load up. But I don't know. I've heard Target's been pretty brutal. So good luck if you guys want to do that. Um, I think I think we're gonna fix in to wrap it up. Is there anything else? Is there anything you guys want to talk about? I feel like we had a pretty exciting live between addressing things, and we had Pack Hype on. TRJ came by in the comments for a minute. What did he even say? I don't even remember what all he said. We had Jay come in for a little bit. Maybe Jay will drop in at some point. I don't think he ever will because my lives are too late for him. But yeah, I feel like TRJ just did a bunch of trolling tonight. I don't know. Evolving Skies can't pass 2600 is what TRJ last thing I saw. Yeah, no, for sure. And then he said reprints are confirmed to not happen anymore and stuff like that. So we will see. I don't know how much clearer I can make things. People are invited to come, but they don't want to come. So they don't want to come, then it is what it is. But yeah, I appreciate you guys as always. I'm gonna be honest, there's probably not gonna be any videos this week. You know, there might be, but I'm not planning on anything. We'll do a live on Wednesday. If there's something that goes on that motivates me to make a video, I'll make one. But no videos on Monday. We'll do a live Wednesday, and then we'll do our Friday and Saturday lives. There's not a lot going on, not a lot of things to talk about. Tap message, there might be a drop on Target at 3 a.m. Yeah, he said in like 30 minutes, Choo Choo, that there is potential for a Target drop. They got Victini boxes, Charizard UPCs, Perfect Order ETBs, and Destin Rivals ETBs as well as various tins. So definitely be on the lookout for that. But yeah, I appreciate you guys, hanging out with me. I appreciate you guys being understanding of videos. Maybe I'll make a video this week sometime going over Darkrai cards. Here's my question: if I was to make a video on, let's say, like Greninja, Darkrai, and Rayquaza cards, would you guys like for me to make separate videos? Like here's 5 cards that I think are really good cards or that could do well because we're about to get this Greninja set or this Darkrai set, or should I just do it all in like one video? Because I'm really curious to a couple people that are in here, so that's one of the videos I was planning on making that I just haven't had time to. Yes, FOMO. Like, you mean like do separate videos or do them all together? Do separate. So like, here's 5 Darkrai cards. Here's 5 Rayquazas. Here's 5 Greninja cards. If there's even, I know there's different Greninja cards. I just don't know if you. So maybe we'll do that. Maybe we'll do that like once a week. Like I said, separate top 5s. Okay, I appreciate that, FOMO. We'll plan for that then. Maybe I'll have one out Monday. If I don't have one out Monday, I will try to get one out for Tuesday then. Of what would you guys like to see? I guess Greninja because of Chaos Rising. So we'll do Greninja, then we'll do Darkrai, and then we'll do Rayquaza. And we'll do that. We'll do the live on Wednesday for about an hour. I'm trying to shoot for about 6 o'clock Central Time. We may have to do 7 o'clock Central. Just I'll try to put a post. I'll try to put a post on Wednesdays just to let you guys know if you guys are interested. And then we'll do our lives Friday and Saturday. Same as always. So, but I appreciate you guys. I'm gonna go ahead and call it for tonight. So we did 3 hours tonight, and then last night we did about 2.5 hours. So a little bit short of our normal 8 hours, but it's all good. I do appreciate you guys as always. Blood, FOMO, Whack, Roxy, Choo Choo. Crazy, even though you're not in here. Inept, I still love you. If you watch this video over, I still love you. I wish you could come around a little bit more, but it's all good. TRJ, thanks for coming in and doing your normal stuff. Jay, thanks for coming in. Hope you really enjoyed it. But yeah, I appreciate you guys a lot. Just want to let you guys know that. Hope you guys have a great start to your week. Enjoy your Sunday, and I will see you guys in a live or a video. Love you guys.